Does it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Good morning, T-Bone. How you doing?
Oh, I am refreshed. I had a great weekend. I had a lot of fun. I got to we did trick or treat. I went to a concert. I hung out and watched a bunch of football Saturday and Sunday. Hung out with some friends Friday night. We drank bourbon together. It was glorious. And you know the best part of the weekend? I didn't have to watch that ass Cleveland Browns team for one down of football all weekend long.
Well,
that was great.
You know what was crazy? Is that, no, you didn't have to watch them, but you watched it.
Oh, don't worry. I saw plenty of ass football over the weekend, right, Cam Ward?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I saw it.
Yeah, it was.
But I didn't have to watch my team participate in being bad. So that was good.
Well, you know, I've come to realize something. I had an epiphany. I had two epiphanies yesterday, just in 24 hours.
Okay.
One, off days is overrated. It's overrated.
What do you mean? Why would an off day?
I thought that yesterday, because obviously the Browns on the bye week, so I didn't have to work yesterday.
For those who don't know, you do the pre and post game for Cleveland Browns, for radio coverage. You're there all day when the Browns are playing.
Yes. So I thought that, I'd be refreshed. I'm like, yes, I get to do whatever I want to do all day. And I was bored. I was bored. I was sitting there yesterday thinking, like, man, I wish I was on the radio taking calls.
Why? I mean, again, I love what we do. Don't get me wrong, but you have a radio show 5 days a week here.
I know.
Isn't that enough for you?
But this is like the only time that I take calls.
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to open up the phones, we can start doing that. I don't know.
I take calls in the chat all day long.
That's what you're doing right there. Yeah.
But I had that epiphany. And then the second epiphany, this one might shock you a little bit.
Okay.
You know Evan Mobley?
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Oh, for the Cavs?
Yeah, I'm out.
Done with him, huh?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he's like a bad player or anything. Like, he's a good player, but that whole, like, he's going to be the best player on the Cavs, that's not happening.
Do you remember would you trade Evan Mobley for Giannis conversations that were going on?
What did I say? Oh. You know what I said. But, like, I'm done. Like, he's not aggressive enough. And it's just too many games where you need him to step up and he don't do it. And I can't.
Yeah, Cavs won last night, 117-109, but that doesn't really tell the story of how he played, which you're right. Yeah, he's not aggressive. I'm with you. I'm very concerned about this Cavs team. I'll put it that way. I'm not concerned about the Columbus Crew. Did you see last night? They went a little BTA.
Yeah, they did.
On FC Cincinnati, a.k.a. Kentucky FC.
When is the
4-0, they beat them.
When is the next game? Because that's the one that settles it, right?
I got to look that up. I forget off the top of my head. But last night, they got it done at lower.com field. So a fantastic win for them. Much needed, obviously, to stay alive. You had to win that game. I'm going to guess it's Thursday or Friday. Nope. I don't know when it is. Hang on. I'm pulling it up. Saturday. It is, of course, at TQL Stadium. The Tickle, as I like to call it, in Cincinnati. That's what they're calling it. It's Saturday, November 8th. I don't have a time on here yet, at least from what I'm looking at, but I'm sure that's all subject to like TV. They'll figure out a time. But anyway, there's like I think there are potentially there 4? No, there's 2 games. There are 2 games scheduled so far for that week in the playoffs. So I'm not sure where they're going to put this Crew game, but whatever. It's Saturday of this week.
Did you watch anything good Saturday morning in particular?
I did see you on campus. I saw some of your Matt Patricia interview where you were talking to him. How he said he's what, Staples? Was that or was it Office
like
Depot?
Staples.
Yes, where he has all the office supplies on him at all times, including the pencil, which I enjoyed. No, I thought that was very good. I watched a lot of the Fox product, obviously, because no ESPN on my YouTube TV. So that was another great thing was I didn't have to watch. I didn't have to watch a bunch of crappy SEC football all weekend. I was devoid of watching that, which was also great.
So let me get this right. So you have not switched over?
No.
See, I don't want to either because I feel like the moment I do, YouTube TV's gonna come out and say, we've struck a deal with ESPN. Everything's back. And I'm like, I don't want to pay for 2 services for a month.
YouTube TV seems like the problem child when it comes to I'm not saying it's their fault or anything, but we had the thing with Fox in week 1. It was the same thing where you had to go to your parents' house or make plans to go to your parents' house because
right.
you weren't sure if you're going to be able to watch the game. I have Hulu Live. I don't remember ever having any of these issues. But when YouTube TV's at its full strength, it is the best streaming service.
It
for
is.
sports.
Well, that's
not
why.
even close.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's at fault. It might be them. It might also. I saw like Greg Sankey from the SEC came out and was doing those. You know, the ads that all the ESPN talent now are doing that are like, hey, if you don't have ESPN, go to, I don't know, Disney or YouTubeTVSucks.org or whatever. And it's like, Greg Sankey was doing one of those commercials. The SEC head honcho, he was out there like, yeah, go to YouTubeSucks.org. And it's like, man, I know you pay them money or they pay you money and you get to like have this relationship together, but you really have to go out there and stump for this? It's so bizarre. I don't know to blame Disney or Google, basically, but they're two giant companies that are ruining sports. That's what I know because they're keeping it off our TV. So that is terrible. But yeah, other than that, it was the only real hitch to the weekend. And then, of course, I watched some bad NFL football yesterday. I saw last night. I felt bad for him. Jaden Daniels, like complete blowout of a game. Seahawks are dominating Sunday Night Football. Commanders have no business leaving him in. And what happens? His arm went in a grotesque way.
Yeah, that's
not a way that it's supposed to bend.
That's a good way to put it.
His elbow is dislocated, so he is going to presumably be out for the year.
I don't know who the OC is for the Seahawks, but I love the way that they use Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Dude.
Like you talk about a guy who's leading the league in receiving yards. So coming into the games, teams will have game plans for them, and they like move him around so they can still utilize him. I don't understand why more OCs don't do this. Like,
no,
they just leave him out there to be double teamed. Well, maybe it's just the Browns. But,
you do watch a lot of Browns football on Sundays.
Yeah.
When you get a chance to watch the rest of the NFL, you will find that yes, there are teams that do that. But Clint Kubiak is who is Gary Kubiak's son.
Is Clint?
He's the offensive coordinator.
You know what's funny about that? So last year in the offseason, he was the name that everybody kept thinking that the Browns would make their OC because obviously they fired Ken Dorsey. Then they ended up just promoting Tommy Reese, and everybody thought it would be Clint Kubiak.
Well, nope, it's not. And unfortunately for the Browns, which again, I don't know how we're talking the Browns given they didn't even play this week.
You guys are obsessed.
I'm not. All I wanted to say was they suck, and I'm glad I didn't have to watch them and move on.
Tyvis is obsessed.
No,
I know.
I'm moving on.
Tyvis was no.
I'm
Yesterday,
on to Cincinnati.
Tyvis was pining for the fjords of Cleveland Browns football, just wishing he could go back.
I'm on to Cincinnati.
Can we talk about him?
I am ready to talk about Cincinnati because what they doing over there is called insanity. And it is the definition of insanity. The fact that they went right out there, they knew their defense was trash last year, and they went out there and did the same defense. Okay, you switched the coach and you drafted Shamar Stewart, who, by the way, I tried to tell you. Any defensive lineman that tells you sacks is not that important, quarterback pressures is, you need to run away from him. Sprint away from that guy because that guy is not who you think he is. Anyways, the fact that they can't make a stop, I would be sick. I'd be sick. Like I don't blame Chase Brown at the end of the game after the game talking about all you need is one stop. Like that's a shame. And then the tackling. Man, did you see the last touchdown? Like
I'm watching it right now. It's right there on TV. Right on ESPN.
What is that?
It's that meme from Vine many years ago with the kid pointing at his grandmother's shoes and going, "What are those?" Like it's just, what are you doing out there defensively? It
that's up there. That
boggles the mind.
That is just as bad as the Minneapolis Miracle when the dude missed the tackle on Stephon Diggs. Like that's almost neck and neck with that to me.
Please allow me to tell you all the things the Bengals had going for them yesterday and still lost.
Okay.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Blocked field goal. Onside kick recovery. 500 yards of offense. 2 wide receivers with 100 yards. 15 points scored in less than a minute. 42 total points scored and lost. Here's my new catchphrase. Don't delay. Fire Zach Taylor today.
Yes,
there's no reason for him to be there anymore. That's it. It's done.
Well, I'll tell you
He's
what.
a great play caller.
Okay, he can go be an OC somewhere.
He's a good play caller.
Fine. You know what you do? You go to him and say, Zach, here's the deal. You're either on the unemployment line or you can stay employed as the offensive coordinator. We're hiring someone who knows what the hell they're doing with the rest of it. You're not in charge of anything anymore other than maybe the offense. But, God, if you're Jake Browning today, by the way, are you just sitting around going, hey, guy, you don't understand. When I was in there, it was different. Like, because Joe Burrow looks awesome when he's in there, and then old man Flacco can go out there and do whatever he wants, apparently.
Joe doing Jake no favors.
Jake Browning is the only guy that could not get this offense to go.
Doing him no favors. This man threw for 470 yards yesterday. Jake Browning was barely scratching.
When you have multiple offensive players after the game who are literally like, what do you want me to say? Like at their lockers where they're like, you know what everybody in here wants to say, which is F this defense. Those guys all suck, but they know that that's not right because that's not team stuff. But when you score 42 points, right?
I mean, that you score 42 points, you should win that game. They scored 9 times out of 10.
They scored 35, right? Because they had a touchdown. First play of the game was a kick return, right? But other than that, like the offense scoring 35 points in the NFL should get you plenty. That should be a win 9 times out of 10.
Since Joe Flacco has become the starter, they've scored 33, 38, and 42 points. That should win you games. Like that's if your defense is just average, just average, that should win you the game.
Yeah.
The fact that they went down there and it was a 42-41 game and they let them score, like I don't like it.
It's one of the most stunning losses of all time. And actually, you know what? We can take a break. We'll come back. There's a reason why Zach Taylor should have been fired in this game on the spot. Like there was a moment in this game where Mike Brown or Katie Blackburn, whoever runs the team now, should have walked down there and said, Zach, take your headset off. Go ahead and unplug it. You have all that. Give it to me. You're out. And I'll tell you what that is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now we're watching crews clear out a crash on the ramp from 71 southbound to Gemini Place. They've got that ramp blocked off right now. Also in the Gahanna area, 270 northbound, right near Hamilton Road, we've got a crash as well. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Columbus Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery. Visit experiencecaps.com today and use code TYVISCAPS for $1,000 off a NeoGraft treatment.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Tri-State Men's Health and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right? Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt. And you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993, or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Imagine on an NFL Sunday being able to sit in a comfortable seat and watching 7 NFL games at once. Now imagine your favorite radio station giving away prizes, including football tickets. On Sunday, November 7th at 1 p.m., join me, Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle from On the Money at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus for incredible food, giant screens, and lots of betting kiosks. That's Sunday at the best place to watch the games. 1 p.m., ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Bishop and Friends.
I am not a snoozer. I find that the snooze makes me almost more tired. So for me, it's like alarm hits, pop up, let's go.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A chilly start with some patchy dense fog, otherwise mostly clear skies and temperatures in the 30s. As we go into the afternoon, we warm up into the upper 50s with sunshine, but breezy winds will make it feel a lot cooler than that. Mostly clear skies tonight with our lows in the 30s again, and then less wind and more sun on Tuesday with highs around 60 degrees. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
It's Reaction Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction, The Fan. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, plenty of Buckeye discussion coming up at 6:30 because we will get into Ohio State, Penn State, but that Bengals game from yesterday, I'm driving in today. I'm not even a Bengals fan, and I'm just getting mad driving in about it.
I was mad watching it yesterday.
Oh, God.
Well, maybe because I'm a former DB. Like, I was just like, this, wow.
No, don't get me wrong. As a Browns fan, I want to see the Bengals lose as much as possible.
Why?
Like in that, because I don't root for them. Like, what I mean is, I root against the Bengals when the Browns have a chance to be good, but obviously the season's lost for the Browns. It is kind of lost for the Bengals, but I feel bad for this Bengals offense, which is doing everything it should. I hate it when people are doing their jobs the right way and someone else at the office is screwing it up. And I can empathize. We've all been there. Everybody has been on something like that, or a group project where you're the only one doing it and everybody else is just slacking. That's this Bengals defense right there.
I'm a little jealous as a Browns fan watching the Bengals. I'm jealous of their fan base. Why, you ask? Because everybody's like, why? I mean, we both losing. No. At least their games is exciting.
No kidding.
At least it's fun to watch. That Brown stuff will put you to sleep. But I just seen this crazy stat.
Go ahead.
Over the past 3 seasons, NFL teams that scored 38 points, the Bengals are 1-4. Anybody else that's not the Bengals is 87-6-2.
Good God. Wait. So there have been 87-6-2, you said?
Yes.
So that quick math tells me that's 95 other games. And then the Bengals have played how many of them?
5.
So the 100 games. There have been 10 where the team that scored 38 points lost the game.
Yeah.
So 90% winning percentage if you score 38 points. The Bengals have accounted for 6.
They're 1-4.
Or 4 of the 10 losses have been the Bengals. The rest of the NFL has 6.
Correct.
Wow. That's
correct.
brutal. And of course, I mean, the stats also would bear out that, like, they are the worst defense when it comes to total defense. They are the next to worst defense when it comes to rushing defense. They're atrocious. They give up over 425 yards a game. On average, they give out over 400 yards a game. In the NFL, that's hard to do on purpose. If you tried, it would be hard to do. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't worry about, like, Joe Flacco, like, throwing his arm out.
The guy is out there with one. He's got the AC joint injury, and he's still out there
threw the
heaving
ball
it
47 times. First of all, they need a run game. They do need that.
Well,
they need to help him out in that area. But still, 470 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Like, that's
okay. Let me just say this.
That's wild.
Zach Taylor should be fired and should have been fired on the field. You know what? Jim Irsay, may he rest in peace. His daughter, I forget what his daughter's name is, who's the one who I think she's like the principal owner. She's the one who's on the sidelines with the headset and the notepad. I forget her name.
It's Carly.
Carly. Okay. You've seen how she's like so involved and very much passionate about what the Colts are doing. She cares. She's taking notes. I feel like if she owned the Bengals, she would have gone down on the field and fired this dude. Because what Zach Taylor did when he challenged that play where – was it DJ Moore for the Bears, I believe?
Yeah, DJ Moore.
Who got down to he was ruled to be out at the 1 yard line.
Yep.
And as he was extending the ball, it fell out of his hand. And Zach Taylor's like, ooh, if it fell out of his hand and then when the end zone went out of bounds.
It'd be a touchback.
Yeah, that could be our ball. Because, you know, my god-awful defenses are going to stop anything. So I understand the logic of let me challenge that to see if there's something.
This is a shame.
Except you have to be very much crystal clear that the ball definitely didn't cross the line. Because if it did and you challenge it, that play, I'm guessing, Dylan or Tyvis, please correct me if I'm wrong, is they're not reviewing that play for a touchdown because it wasn't ruled a touchdown on the field.
Correct.
It's not like when it goes across the end zone or they rule it a touchdown on the field, then they review it to make sure it actually was. This would not have been reviewed for a touchdown. But instead, Zach Taylor's like, oh, let me throw that challenge flag out there. I got this. Yeah, I think he fumbled. Well, not only did he not fumble, the ball crossed the line, so you gave your team 6 against their defense because you're an idiot and you're dumb. And that challenge alone should have been fireable just on the spot. Walk down there, Katie Blackburn or Mike Brown or whichever fail son of yours is the other one you would have that runs the team. Go down there and fire his ass immediately for that.
He said that's a fireable.
It should be.
I mean, first of all, the thing about it is, it's not like you don't have a Jumbotron. So, like, you would watch it from the Jumbotron. Like, a lot of coaches hesitate. Like, they get the flag in their hand, but they look it up at the Jumbotron. Then you got guys on the headset as well, like, looking at the play saying, like, challenge it or not. After you look at it for a while, because it's not like they was in hurry-up mode and they was hurry up. Let's get up there, hurry up and snap it. It wasn't that. To throw it still, like, that's... I would have just left it alone.
The thing to me, and this is why I continue to say that Zach Taylor coaches like a 12-year-old plays Madden, is because I think he was like, okay, that potentially went out of bounds in the end zone. There is nothing to lose here if I challenge this.
Right.
Well, in fact, sir, there is. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
You threw a challenge flag to give the opposing team a touchdown. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I don't know about you guys.
I
don't remember seeing that ever.
I'm being very prisoner of the moment. I can't recall one off the top of my head, but that is certainly something that, yeah, in a recent memory, no.
Wait a minute. The fact that he threw it, okay, whatever. But you act like they wasn't going to score anyway. It's not what the Bengals was going to stop him.
Yeah. Well, hang on.
The Bengals was going to stop him on the 1 yard line.
But here's the thing. One, as it turned out, we didn't know this was going to happen, obviously. At this, what was that, the touchdown? Did that make it 41? No. it was before that, right? It wasn't the one that made it 41, I don't think, because that had already been on the board when later, remember they had the almost Flacco pick six that the Bears took back the other way, but because the guy his shirt got barely touched by a Bengals player as he went down before he ran the touchdown back, they said that one they took off the board.
So, yes, the DJ Moore touchdown is what made it 41-27.
Okay.
Correct.
So at the time, that was extending an already not great lead that the Bengals were trying to catch up in, and now, yeah, obviously that adding that touchdown to the board didn't help things. You can make the argument, well, the Bengals defense wasn't going to stop them anyway, and that is fair. Also, though, I think at some point, I don't think you should just give teams touchdowns if they don't get ruled touchdowns. But more than that, you could have maybe, possibly, as it worked out, had a little less time for the Bears to come back against you. Now that was 19 different other crazy things happened between that play and then at the end of the game where you give up a mystifyingly bad touchdown drive that somehow cost you the game. Zach Taylor should know better. You have to know the risks, right? And the risks are, do you want to just give this team a touchdown for no reason when you don't have to? You should be aware that, for sure, the ball didn't cross the end zone before you go throw that challenge flag. Stupid, idiotic, not addressing this defense in the offseason was a big problem for this team. I don't even understand. I know everybody could point to, well, Joe Burrow. No. Joe Flacco is not Joe Burrow. He is not the future. No one will ever confuse that. But yesterday, close your eyes and pretend like you didn't know who had the numbers that I'm about to read to you. If you didn't know that it was Flacco instead of, Burrow instead of Flacco on this, 31-47, 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's not the greatest. I mean, 2 picks is not great.
I might say not the 2-pick part, but the rest of it.
Everything else, that's pretty much okay, that's a really good Joe Burrow day, not a Joe Flacco day. That's not your team's problem. Your team's issue is your defense is
trash.
Historically trash. It may be one of the worst defenses we've ever seen in the NFL. That's how bad this defense is.
We've seen coaches like Chip Kelly get fired after a 10-6 season. And I feel like the Bengals didn't fire Zach Taylor last year because they're we were 9-8 and a game away from the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, in my mind, Joe Burrow is undoubtedly the MVP of the league. Okay, so we saw how this looks when the offense is at the tippy top of its game. And nothing else matters. Nothing else they do matters. So the fact that they chose to essentially run this back with the defense and said that they added Al Golden and Shamar Stewart. Besides that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Tyvis keeps saying, what's going on in Cincinnati is the definition of insanity, and they need to fire Zach Taylor today.
Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I know Bengals fans have fantasized about this. Can you imagine if you could just steal a defense? If you could drive up to Cleveland and secretly kidnap all the Browns players and just put coaches too and put them all in the Bengals uniforms next time they go out and play, that team would be the instant Super Bowl favorite, would it not? Even with whoever's playing quarterback on the offense, you got an offense that can do things and a defense that wouldn't give up more than 2 touchdowns a game. You'd win everything. You'd be back in this whole fight. Instead, the Bengals are atrocious and terrible and not getting better.
The Browns are arguably the best defense in the league. The Bengals, for sure, the worst.
Yes.
Give them the 31st best defense in the league, and they're probably cooking.
No kidding. I'm going to look. Let me see real quick. Who's smack in the middle of these, right? The Buccaneers defense gives up 320 yards a game. Give that to the Bengals, and you're right. They are definitely a playoff team, no questions asked. All right. Spend enough time on the Bengals for now. We'll talk about them more later, but the Buckeyes to beat this little team called Penn State over the weekend. We'll discuss the game next. 2 minutes away. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now, we're watching a crash on I-71 southbound right at Gemini Place. We've got that ramp blocked off as crews clear this out. Everything else moving along just fine. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit ends 11/3.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's engineering technology programs prepare you for a career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive community. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering tech.
Hey, you know that chronic pain in your knees, hip, back, shoulders, whatever joint it might be, it can make life feel impossible. But at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough treatment that's giving patients relief, some cases even within 1 day. It's called stem wave therapy. This device has been used for over 20 years in Europe, and it's made its way to the United States. And there's a groundswell of demand for the treatments because the patients are getting real relief from acute pain, and they're spreading the word. Here is the most interesting detail. The device is both a diagnostic and therapeutic, helping Dr. Ray Tesner and the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and then trigger your body's own natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lithotripsy, the sound waves that penetrate, spark blood flow, and more cellular activity. That's exactly what you need to promote healing and relief. Wondering if this is a good solution for you or your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first treatment is only $49. So call for a consultation and ask about the $49 treatment right here at 380-208-4544.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Plenty to get to today. We will talk with Bob McElligott, the radio voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets, coming up at 7:17. 7:45, our overachiever of the week. 8:30, the breakdown with Joshua Perry. We will discuss college football things, Ohio State things with him. Obviously, lots to discuss from this weekend in college football, including another firing occurred in a big-time program, so we'll talk about that a little bit later, too. But the Buckeyes get it done against Penn State, 38-14 in the shoe. You know what? This was the game, I think, that second half, the offense looked like the offense that I think a lot of us simpletons wanted as Ohio State fans, a lot of us idiots who were like, there's two wide receivers on this team who could probably start for any college football team in America and quite a few NFL teams, if we're honest. Maybe we should just throw it to them first and then use that to eventually get the running game going if we have to. But it worked out in that second half of that game. Buckeyes look great. Julian Sayin, again, looks incredible. 20 of 23.
Heisman campaign. Isn't he leading the thing for Heisman?
I believe he's the favorite now.
Yes.
I'm holding a plus 1,400 ticket very closely to the vest, not cashing out.
Good for you. No, you shouldn't.
I feel like it's been just unfair that Ohio State quarterbacks just are not in the running.
Well, they are this year.
It's about time.
Yeah. He had 316 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. 20 of 23. Like that, I don't know that I've ever seen completion percentage numbers like this.
Oh, yes, you have.
No, you haven't.
20 of 23?
CJ did it and Justin Fields did it.
What were their numbers at the end of the season?
I don't know what their numbers was at the end of the season.
I don't think they were over 80%.
Not on the season. I'm talking about in a single game. I've watched them throw more touchdowns than incompletions. I've seen that before.
Okay, that's
used to blow my mind when I first.
Well, and this is another one of those games. But I'm saying across the entire season, right? What is? I don't have it in front of me. I'll have to go look it up real quick. But Julian Sayin's completion percentage
is it 81?
It has to be over 80. It is. It's this says completion percentage versus conference is 81.6%. His November completion percentage, which obviously was just last game, was 87%.
On ESPN is 80.7.
Okay. So it's 80.
I'm pretty sure they put up a graphic that he has the best completion percentage in the first 8 starts of someone's career, and second on that list was Joe Burrow.
I don't think I've ever seen something like this, right? Like you said, the guy who probably comes the closest is another former Ohio State quarterback who obviously played all of his football that mattered at LSU. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about an all-time season right now. And there is a chance, because a lot of times the Heisman ends up going to someone where it took them a year or two, to get hyped and get a lot of notoriety. And then maybe that second year or third year of them being really good, that's when they finally get rewarded with the Heisman. Like, I kind of thought that might happen to Jeremiah Smith this year, and I guess it still could, because Ohio State has launched Heisman campaigns for both Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith.
Which is the first time I feel like they've done that in
a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know why it feels like that, but you're right. All I know is Julian Sayin is having an out-of-his-mind year. All these guys, like this offense, is having an out-of-its-mind year when it comes to the passing game. So
I talked to, obviously, you seen that I interviewed Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, I asked him what was his pitch, because he'd been campaigning for Julian to win the Heisman. And his pitch is, this dude is having this great of a start, and this is only his 8th game in college as a starter. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great reason right there. So if he continues to keep this up, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Like, it's very hard to look around the country and say that guy's playing better than him. And I think the only knock that you can say, because I had an argument with somebody, and I said this before, the only knock on Julian Sayin is that he's playing with Jeremiah Smith and Cardale Tate. That's the only thing, because people will say, well, if you put Lincoln in, Lincoln could be successful with that, or if you put any quarterback in there, they could. But then the argument to that is, well, they gave it to Joe Burrow, and he had Jamar Chase and Jay Jettis, and nobody said anything about that. So, therefore, that shouldn't be a knock against Julian Sayin.
No, the thing that actually probably works against him, if anything, is the fact that you are going to have a lot of people who say, hold on a second, Jeremiah Smith is the greatest player in college football. Like, as good as Julian Sayin is, and he'll have his chance to win it too. Both these guys will be back next year, presumably, right? Like, you can argue that Jeremiah Smith has done it for a longer sustained period of excellence. This is the problem for both guys, is that when you have a split Heisman campaign like this, they could take votes from each other. So then a third candidate could maybe, get through there and somehow they split the vote. But yeah, either one. To me, I care about it as an Ohio State fan. I'd love to see another Heisman Trophy over at the Woody. But more than that, I care that this offense functions and works. And it works in a different way than I think probably Ryan Day even wants. I think Ryan Day wants them to be able to run the ball a little bit better.
Well, I told you you got to flip the philosophy. For so long, everybody said you got to run the pass. Well, this offense is pass to run, which is no problem with that. If you're going to get a lead, and then in the second half they're so scared of the passing game that they're going to play off that you can gash them in the run game to end the game. That's ideal. That's like the perfect world, because now we don't have to put the ball in harm's way in the second half. We can run the ball effectively. That's what you kind of want to happen. And Ohio State's doing a great job of doing that right now. AJ Hawks Tua says, did you ever give Sayin the CWB status officially?
He beat me to it. I was going to say, we need to certify him because we have not.
Hold on.
And I don't think that there's going to be any pushback on him being certified.
I'm not, again, as I have said many a time, I don't make rulings on this.
Right, Tyvis does.
That's up to Tyvis.
So I'm glad he brought it up, because that's what I was about to bring up.
Are we at a place where that needs to happen, or are you wanting to wait?
No, he's a cold white boy.
Okay, hey, listen, if he's getting the cold white boy certification, then I play the full song. The first time someone gets certified, I think we owe it to play the full song. So.
He's a cold white boy, CWB, anyone can see. He's a cold white boy to me.
And he'll tell you, hang 10.
I mean, I guess it's not that much longer, but there's more music. It just keeps going. Because I'm telling you, Julian Sayin winning the Heisman is not what I would love to have believed that I could have said that, but in the offseason, I bought what all they were selling over at the Woody when they said, oh, it's a real competition.
Fugazi!
I said it at the time, and I will say it again. One, it's Fugazi. But two, I will never believe Ryan Day when he says, well, I'm not sure who I want to be my quarterback. BS. I know for a fact now there was no like you can say it was a competition. I understand you got to do that. It's college football. No. If there was a competition, then Lincoln Keenholz better transfer for like $8 million next year, because if you're basically telling me you have two guys who would be able to complete at an 80% clip on you got one on the bench and one starting, there's no way he should be here. He should be transferred out and going somewhere else where he could do the same thing, because I will never believe Ryan Day on that again. And that's fine. I get what he's doing. But Julian's saying, my God.
You got to keep them backups around.
Now, on the running game front, I was worried about that. I am frustrated that I still didn't understand at the end of the first half where it was like, we're going to do a 2-minute drill, and what we're going to do is run C.J. Donaldson up the middle, which I know he fumbled it, and then, of course, that made it tough on the OSU defense. They gave up a touchdown that probably under normal circumstances they wouldn't have because they wouldn't have had the ball in that position, but I just didn't understand what we were doing there. That was probably like my biggest concern going into halftime was, why are we trying to establish toughness against this Penn State? Just go do what's working and throw the ball down the field.
My only concern was out of the first half was that nice little unbalanced play that they was running where they brought in them 2 linemen and they ran
Penn State's
that
offense?
pitch. Woo! They scored off. They got a good gang on it. I think they ran it 3 times, and every time they did it, it was like successful. And I'm sitting here looking at it. I got to figure out. Well, they stopped. They didn't run it in the second half, which is shocking because Ohio State really couldn't stop it.
I don't understand why they went away from it.
I don't either. But it takes a lot of physicality. You got to be able to fit this right. Guys got to get on their horse. And it was. I'm gonna have to break that.
Don't worry,
we'll
see it. We'll see it 2 days after Thanksgiving. We're gonna see that play a handful.
Oh, somebody definitely gonna run this.
You know who's gonna run it?
They 100% gonna run this play.
Mr. AutoZone employee up there in Ann Arbor's gonna run it. You know that. He's gonna definitely have the parts and pieces you need.
T-Bone, I'm surprised you're not thanking C.J. Donaldson for fumbling that football, and here's why.
Okay.
Because you, one of the leaders of the lunatic fringe were begging Ohio State to open up the offense and throw it more. And I'm telling you, if CJ doesn't fumble that ball and Penn State doesn't score and make it a 3-point game at halftime, I think they're running the same methodical offense that they were running in the first half and how they've been the whole season. So they gave Ryan Day a reason to open it up and start throwing it down the field.
That's actually him good.
That's a fair point. Woo. That's a fair point. I actually thank you, C.J. Donaldson, for not being great. Thank you for not doing as well as you could have there. And by the way, before you get mad, he got paid to come play here, so I'm treating him like a pro athlete, like all these guys are now, basically. So get off my case on that. Also, if you tell me that, like, he redeemed himself, they said on the broadcast, he redeemed himself for running a touchdown on the TV broadcast, like when he had that touchdown run in the third quarter.
And I'm like, with that, huh?
Well, when you have a hole like that, yes, I would hope anyone could. The problem is if you want to run the ball, you need a guy who can see the hole and hit it quickly. And that, to me, there is one guy. I like calling him Bo Jackson, but for me being old, I remember Bo Jackson. So I like calling him Lamar Bo Jackson or Lamar Bo or whatever we want to call him, something else. But like Bo Jackson, Lamar Jackson, whatever his name is, he is the guy I want getting the ball first. And you saw in the game, that's who they brought out for. Like, he's the guy. So he had 100 yards rushing on the day, and it worked out. So I'll take it.
Cardinal Tate going to play himself into a top 5 pick, isn't he?
You know what? There's a case to be made. You could have a situation where Julian Sayin wins the Heisman and Carnell Tate wins like the Biletnikoff or something, and Jeremiah Smith's like, where's my award? Despite possibly being the best player in college football. Like, that's where we're at with this offense. And then defensively, you may have your best linebacker in college football. You have the best safety in college football, although
it's going to be. This Carnell Tate versus Jalen Tyson, or not Jordan Tyson. Excuse me, Jalen Tyson is his brother that played for the Cavs. But like against them, and then it's another receiver that's supposed to be really good. I can't think of Chris Bell. Like, I don't know. No. It's going to be hard to say like Carnell not the best one in there. Like, that's kind of crazy.
I think you can legitimately say that Ohio State has 2 guys who could start for probably half the NFL teams. Like, not start, be the number 1 guy on half the NFL teams.
Carnell Tate would be wide receiver 1 for the Browns today.
Guaranteed. I hope it is next year.
I think that the best Browns receiver is Judy, and Judy would be wide receiver 3 with the Browns? I mean, with the Ohio State right now?
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's wild.
It's nuts to think of that. There is another head coaching job that came open in college football. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now we do have a crash on 71 southbound. The ramp to get off at Gemini Place is shut down on the north side of town. Everything else moving along just fine. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000. BMIFCU.org/holiday loan.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
There's nothing like fall in the Midwest. Shop Meijer and enjoy every moment of the season with great deals on fall family favorites, like crisp and flavorful bulk Honeycrisp apples for just $1.49 per pound. Buy one, get one 50% off fresh from Meijer boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and select varieties of Purple Cow ice cream or frozen yogurt for $2.99. Saving money and getting everything you need in a single stop. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bobcat Enterprises has rebates and write-offs to give you a competitive edge in 2026. Through the end of the year, get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on all inventory. This year's tax deductions are bigger than ever, and you can apply to lease, finance, or directly purchase equipment. Spend it before the government gets it. Stop by Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard, Reynoldsburg, or Zanesville, or see our full line of products at bobcatent.com today. Offer expires 12/31/25.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort. Trade in your bad feet for good feet.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Make your list, check it twice, and shop smart this holiday season. Open a Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and add some jingle to your wallet with $150 cash back after your first $1,500 spent within 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/25.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like chew this gum and it grows new teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll be right there. By the way, Watts was saying that maybe Lamar/Bo Jackson, running back for Ohio State, maybe we could call him Lamar Bo or Bo Lambo. I don't mind the car thing, but we just had Maserati Marv not too long ago, so I don't know if
Maserati Marv. I forgot to tell you. I met Gus Johnson.
Oh, well, how was he?
Did you give him a stone cold stunner for being a Michigan man?
No. So this is what happened. So Friday, I was at the Woody recording some stuff for the tailgate show, and I was in the trophy room, and we had just did the interviews and all that stuff. So they wanted to record one little thing in the trophy room. So I'm in there, and I see Gus standing there, and I'm like, that's Gus Johnson. So I went over and I shook his hand and introduced myself. And then I seen Jenny Taft walk past. And I thought Jenny was Cam. I thought that was my co-host, Cam. And I'm like, why Cam walking past me? But then I realized it was Jenny. And then I seen Joe Klatt. So they must have just talked to the coaches and all that stuff as well.
See, I guess that's what they do, right? I mean, that's when they're having their meetings. You're down there doing that stuff.
Well,
you're in town.
Yeah, usually on Fridays,
you're not there.
Cam do all that.
Yeah, usually
you're
all
not
the
interviews and stuff. But due to the fact it was on state, they wanted me to be a part of that, so I was there for those things. But usually, I don't see none of them people.
How do we feel about the All-American Girl nickname for Jenny Taft? Because I always feel weird when Gus does that.
All-American Girl.
Love it, and to no surprise, also love her.
No, she's fine. I'm not. It's nothing against her. I'm saying
both ways, huh?
Just feels like when Gus says that, I'm always just like, what caused him to come up with it? The All-American Girl. It's just just the way he says it too. It's kind of creepy because it's just him growling at her, and it's like, all right, just let her do her job.
I mean, I want to know how she's not been wifed up yet.
She's not married?
That's a question I ask myself every time I see her.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive.
She had a kid. They're not together?
Last time I checked, maybe it's been a couple of years.
I remember 2 seasons ago, she was pregnant. So
okay.
I figured that they was
okay, maybe
married.
It's been a while since I checked.
I mean, she's not married to William Howard Taft, the former president of the United States. I'm shocked. That's what I had thought that was. I thought that's where no? Okay, I'll take your word for it. So Hugh Freeze got fired. Auburn sucks. They have sucked this year. He sucks. I don't know if I can say this strongly enough that you'll all understand it, but there's
need
not
length and girth in this league.
That's one of his favorite sayings.
You need length and girth.
We ain't gonna get the good sound bites.
Listen, he's done. I need you to know how happy I am to see that man get fired.
Why?
That's
messed up, T-Bone.
No, it's not.
That's
it's
messed
not.
up.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Listen,
he cares about no one's family.
Clearly, he don't.
One, what is his family not getting SNAP benefits now because of this? Like, what are we talking about? The man is making millions of dollars. I feel for families. I don't feel for his family or Brian Kelly's family, as he said it. Those men are the only thing I feel for them is they have to deal with these pieces of garbage as people in their lives.
Oh my God.
Because I tell you, Hugh Freeze is one of the biggest liars in all of sports. He covers himself in righteousness when he is a human piece of trash. He lies all the time, doesn't do his job, throws the fans under the bus, blames everybody else for his problems. Hugh Freeze sucks as a human and as a football coach.
Man.
Let me tell you that. But as a football coach,
how you really feel.
That's the job. Listen, as a football coach, here's what Hugh Freeze is. At Auburn, 6-16 in SEC play.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
Not at Vanderbilt, which then again, Clark Lee's got them rolling right now, comparatively.
Well, they lost, but it was a good.
You know what I mean.
It was a nice comeback. Nice 21. Tried to make it at the end,
But Hugh Freeze, when he was at Ole Miss, was 19-21 in SEC play. So combined record of 25-37 in the SEC. Why does this guy get credit for being good? He's not. He had 1 year where he paid his. He's not a good coach.
Who said he was good?
He's getting these coaching.
He gets the Auburn job. That's a job that used to go to good head coaches, not pieces of garbage.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Right now, where is the Auburn job rank right now?
Because of,
dead last?
No. Because of now that fan base has its own problems. They're boosters by hiring guys like Brian Harsin and then now him. Yes, but that should be a top 15
They're
job.
a basketball school, so.
Oh my God! Someone should tell them that because they don't feel that way. I'm just telling you that is a job that should be like a top 15 job. Instead, they gave into the crazies who wanted Hugh Freeze to come down because back when he was at Ole Miss with Robert Gamdiche, he was able to beat Alabama a few times. So they thought, oh, he'll beat Alabama again. Well, it doesn't matter because he's out now.
Rob, Laramie Tunsil.
And he cheated to get all of them. He paid
Laquan Treadwell.
Yeah, no, he had a team.
To your point, T-Bone, he's getting these jobs because he beat Alabama back-to-back years.
Yep.
10 years ago.
Yep.
And that's it. That's his legacy.
Wasn't he the one that like had the recruits going to like the strip clubs and all that?
He got fired. He was the one who got fired because they found on his phone. He was like, yeah, fine if you got any recruiting violations, you call up this number. And then like a lawyer for actually it was Houston Nutt, I believe, their former coach at Ole Miss, who they tried to blame for a lot of the issues there.
He said no.
His lawyer dug up and found out that Hugh Freeze was calling escort services.
That's it.
While he had his Bible verses on his Twitter handle. So then that went, see ya. He's out. But yeah, Hugh Freeze.
Let him live.
God bless. Go enjoy coaching the Sun Belt. That's where you belong. You're never coaching the SEC ever
By the
again.
way, Jenny Taft's been married for 10 years. I don't know where I got any of my information about her.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know either.
Spreading fake news over here.
Yeah, way to go.
So you making Jenny look bad.
By the way, I have a college football story that is pretty bizarre, and we have essentially an undefeated team that isn't in college football. I'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now we are still watching a crash on the north side of town. The ramp from 71 southbound to Gemini Place still blocked off as crews clear that up. Everything else across the metro moving along up to speed. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and I'm a big believer in saying thank you when something actually works. So thank you, Awaken 180. And they're actually saying thank you back right here in Ohio with $500 off every new program through Thanksgiving. I started around this time last year, dropped 65 pounds for the holidays and 15 more in free maintenance. Awaken 180 works, and now's the time to do it with $500 off. Thank your new self when you're 30 or 80 pounds lighter with the medication-free solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Grow your savings with certainty and jingle all the way into 2027 with a 16-month certificate from Kemba Financial Credit Union, earning you up to 4.50 annual percentage yield. Strong returns plus local people equals peace of mind and the best place to save in Central Ohio. Visit Kemba.org. $500 minimum deposit required to open and earn stated APY. $250,000 maximum deposit. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Insured by NCUA. Expires 12/31/25.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's IT programs prepare you for a high-tech career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Apply at cscc.edu/IT.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right?
Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt. And you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993. Or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.com.
You ever watch kids play sports and think about your glory days? You tell all your friends that if your knee or back wasn't bothering you, you could go out there and show them up. Oh, do I have good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? At QC Kinetics, we tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissues, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. Imagine swinging that golf club, hiking that trail, or dancing in the kitchen to your favorite tune. That's the freedom QC Kinetics help people rediscover every day. Don't just master pain. Let QC Kinetics regain what pain took away. And now is a great time to use your HSA and your FSA fund to get started before this year ends. The consultation is totally free, so go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Ohio State Buckeyes got the job done against the visiting Penn State Nittany Lions, covering as an 18.5-point favorite with a 38-14 victory. The Buckeyes traveled to West Lafayette this Saturday to take on Purdue. We also had a World Series champion crowned over the weekend as the Los Angeles Dodgers are back-to-back champs after beating the Toronto Blue Jays in 7 games. The Cincinnati Bengals lost another wild game yesterday. The Bengals came back from a 14-point fourth-quarter deficit to the Bears to take a late 1-point lead, but would lose the game 47-42 after a late touchdown pass from Caleb Williams to Colston Loveland. Also yesterday, the Blue Jackets lost in New York to the Islanders, while the Crew kept their season alive by beating FC Cincinnati 4-0. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces and cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'll be real. Hair loss is something a lot of guys deal with, but we really don't talk about it. I wanted to get ahead of it, and Caps was the place that I trusted. Their reputation is strong, the team is experienced, and the whole vibe is modern, professional, and zero pressure. NeoGraph was comfortable. It was low maintenance, and it fit right into my schedule without slowing me down. I'm already seeing signs of progress. Yeah, I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it. And it feels good knowing I made a smart, confident choice. More men need to know taking care of yourself isn't extra, it's normal. And Caps gets that. Visit Caps today at experiencecaps.com.
By the way, a few people in the chat have been asking, did I like cover Hugh Freeze at some point? Do I have something personal against him? No, I just hate seeing people who end up not doing a good job continually get chances in college football. Hugh Freeze sucked when he was at Ole Miss, other than when he paid a whole team of players. He really wasn't that good at Liberty.
Well, he's free to pay him now.
And how's that working out for him?
How I felt. I told y'all earlier this year that NIL ruined the SEC.
Well, that's exactly right, because now you actually have to. Everyone can do it, and suddenly these guys aren't as good as we thought.
Is Paul Feinbaum still leaving? Right? Is it if the Big Ten wins, or is it if anybody outside the SEC?
I thought it was if the Big Ten wins for a third year in a row is what this would be if they win a national championship. If that occurs, and look, I mean, it's early November. We know championships are not won in early November, but if you had to look at the two teams who you would think would be most likely to get there, they're both from the Big Ten. It'd be Ohio State and Indiana right now, are number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
Do you watch Texas A&M? Have you watched a lot of their?
I've not watched A&M.
I've watched enough of them to say there's nothing there that scares me. Nothing that scares me with
I
them.
truly think that if I had to re-pick my national championship, my prediction, it would be O State versus Alabama. That's my guess.
Bama, and by the way, that line's at 14.5 is a starting line, and it probably goes up. Probably goes up to 17 or 18 because I don't like.
You think so? You're a handicapper now?
I don't think Ohio. I don't think anybody from the SEC.
14.5?
Well, you know what? Let me say something.
That's a lot.
I should say there is a lot of SEC bias out there. There would be a lot of people who would instantly buy that line down because they think that the SEC is good. And what I'm telling you is, I've watched Alabama's defense give up some trash yards to some trash offenses. This Ohio State offense would eat their lunch. I'm telling this Ohio State defense would make Ty Simpson wet himself. Like, there's nothing there that scares me. You hit Ryan Williams one time, he's going to go grab his binky and run into the locker room. Like, there's no one on that team that scares me. They're not tough unless Caden Proctor's going to be your entire offense. I don't know how Bama's beating this defense. I'm telling you, I've watched a lot of SEC football this weekend or this year. I was thrilled to not have to watch them this weekend because I didn't have ESPN on my YouTube, and I was great. I ignored all the propaganda.
You hope that YouTube TV never make a deal with them.
Oh, my. It's just so, dude.
Your kid can't watch Bluey.
We got Disney Plus. They're fine. We're fine. Trust me, I've paid the $5 on all that.
So you did not get to see that the SEC is so good that Florida gave Georgia a game?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot that's what it is. When that happens, that's a sign that it's a super tough and deep conference. But when, like, Oregon, right? Didn't they play Wisconsin and couldn't pull away?
Right.
And then everyone's like, oh, see, there you go. Oregon, trash. Look at how they could barely beat this bad Wisconsin team. So, see, when it happens in the Big Ten, that's a sign that your good teams are not very good. When it happens in the SEC, it's a sign that the whole conference is great.
All I know is Oklahoma on the money line.
Cashed.
Bang.
You did.
I'm just telling you.
I saw a new one on Twitter, T-Bone, that you're going to like.
What's that?
Someone said, SEC, it just means so much more that half their coaches are getting fired in midseason. And someone pro SEC replied and said, doesn't that prove that point?
Right.
What? That your coaches are so bad they're getting fired mid-season?
No,
I don't know what he's trying to say, that their expectations
I can tell you. The expectations,
are so high?
No. Because if we're not, every program there thinks they should win a national championship, and if they don't, they fire their head coaches. Never mind the fact that, the SEC has a lot of problems. And I'm not saying that one of those teams couldn't eventually get to a point where they worry me playing against Ohio State. I'm telling you, from what I've watched through the first 2 months of college football, I haven't seen a team from the SEC that scares me. For Ohio State over a 4-quarter game, sorry, it's not there. Maybe it's somewhere else, and maybe it's some other team that I'm not paying as much attention to. But that SEC, their top teams right now, do not terrify me in any way. Ohio State will handle their business and win by 10+ against anybody else in the SEC. So, at this point, I would say if you strapped it up this weekend, Ohio State, and take your best team from the SEC, whoever you think that is, Ohio State wins by 2 touchdowns. I said what I said. I'll stand behind it. Now, if in January we get there and those teams are playing differently, then I'll have a different opinion. But as of right now, I haven't seen it.
I seen something yesterday. I must have been watching ESPN at some point, because I seen Joey Galloway talking about the new rankings come out, the CFP rankings, and he was saying he don't think Ohio State would be number 1.
He may not. They may not be because of the
strength of schedule thing.
They could do that. That's fine. And you know what? I don't care. I honestly don't care.
It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but they're wrong.
They are. Yes, you're right.
They're wrong.
On principle, it matters.
Because what you're telling me is you would take whoever, if you don't decide to put them at number one, you're telling me that on a neutral site, you'd take whoever you put at number one
but
over.
Tyvis, that's not what rankings are.
That's not what
What
this,
do you mean that's not what it is?
Tyvis, that's not what
rankings
this
are.
Well, I don't know what rankings are.
Rankings are based off resume, not who you think would win. That's what it's supposed to be.
No. I would even go there.
Oh, my
Here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The college football playoff rankings you're going to get Tuesday night, and we can talk about this more tomorrow. Here's what those rankings are. Made for TV drama. That's all. I
agree with that.
That's all they're trying to do is to get you to watch their hour-long TV show, and every week we all argue about it. The only ranking of that matters is the one that comes out at the end of the year. That's when they're actually going to do what they think is right. And they're going to hope that it's made easy for them by all the right teams winning, all the right teams losing, and then they can go, yeah, see, the teams we thought were good, they are. The teams that suck, that's why they're not going to be in. They want clear-cut decisions, but all the stuff you see in between, that's just to get us talking. And it does, to be fair to them. So here's a bizarre situation in college football where you have an undefeated team in a conference who technically has a loss in that conference. Here's what I mean. So Georgia Tech lost to NC State over the weekend. Did you see this? They lost 48-36. I don't know if a lot of people were watching Georgia Tech, NC State, but it was kind of a big upset. It gave Georgia Tech their first ACC loss. So now they sit at 8-1, 5-1 in the conference. That's a top 10 team that now probably falls out of the top 10 when the rankings come out. The only team who is undefeated in ACC play now is Virginia. But Tyvis, do you remember something about Virginia's schedule?
They don't play.
Virginia played NC State the first game of the season.
Lost, but it don't count towards their conference loss, which is baloney to me.
Yeah, so this is what happened. The ACC did not schedule the game between Virginia and NC State to start the season off. They have their conference schedule set, but Virginia and NC State said, well, we have an open date. We'd like to play a Power 5 team, Power 4 team. So they scheduled this game themselves.
This makes me laugh.
Which was not, it was not an ACC game. So NC State, who, by the way, I think is like 2-3 or 2-4 in the conference. Like, they're not good in ACC. They're not a factor in like the top of the ACC. Their only 2 wins have come. Well, technically, one of their wins wasn't a conference game, but they have beaten both Georgia Tech and Virginia, the 2 best teams in the ACC record-wise in the conference. But Virginia's loss to NC State doesn't count as an ACC loss. Yeah, so they're sitting there at 5-0 or 6-0 or whatever they are in the conference. Georgia Tech has a loss in the conference. They both lost to the same damn team. They're both 8-1 in reality, and they both lost to NC State. One of them is undefeated in the conference. It's mind-boggling.
That ACC thing is... I can't believe Miami just blew up. Like, that's...
Oh, Miami, yes. They lost to SMU in overtime. When, go figure,
ponies.
Carson Wentz threw a crippling pick. When you need him to deliver, he's back to being the Carson. Why did I say Beck? Carson Wentz? Carson Beck. Yes, him too. Carson Beck, who always loves to put his face makeup on. Right
what I got out of the ACC this weekend and the Group of 5, I don't need to see either in the playoff. I don't. Why?
The Group of 5 thing, they need to get that. They need to miss me with that, too.
I don't need either one. Give me another Big Ten and another SEC team instead of an ACC team and a Group of 5 team. I don't need it.
You seen who was ranked this week, didn't you?
Oh.
Number at 24? You ain't seen who was ranked? Who finally got ranked after everybody been screaming for weeks?
Oh, Washington finally made it?
Washington.
Oh.
And they got a path.
Who's right above Washington, by the way, in the rankings? Who's 23? Do you have the rankings up?
Yeah, Tennessee,
who does not deserve to be in the rankings.
Tennessee, Memphis, and the team up north.
Tennessee is
Here's
garbage.
The thing.
Garbage.
JMU is probably going to be the Group of 5 team.
Washington got a chance, man. It's crazy.
I want to see a James Madison, Indiana 12-5 matchup. That's the only way I would be satisfied with the Group of 5 team.
Okay.
Someone has to make the playoff.
That would actually be kind of cool. Yeah, that would just from a storyline perspective. But here's the thing. You can go back to 4 teams this year, and I'd be fine with it. I don't need 12. There's not 12 teams that are even going to come close to sniffing the top 2 or 3 teams. It's Ohio State, it's Indiana. If you want to say Texas A&M is the best, fine. Notre Dame, you could maybe put in there. I don't know who's your 4th, and that's about it. This is a 2-horse race to me. It's as of right now, it's Ohio State and Indiana, and then everybody else. And then, by the way, the Big Ten championship game will be fire if that's what it ends up being. That'll be a great game.
Will a 3-loss team?
If that's what it ends up being.
I think this year, yes.
You think a 3?
They're going to have to take a 3-loss team.
Who would be the 3-loss team?
There's going to be like 5 of them in the SEC. They all play each other, and a lot of them already have 2 losses.
I see a scenario where there's a bunch of 2-loss and a couple 3-loss SEC teams, and they're going to have to pick one 3-loss team from the SEC to get it.
That is so bad.
Well, if that's the case, then they should let a 3-loss Big Ten team get in.
All right. Bob McElligott joins us next. Blue Jackets, they lose the back-to-back second part of that. We will talk about that, and obviously the win over St. Louis coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. We are still watching a crash on I-71 southbound right as you get off at Gemini Place. We've got crews blocking that exit right now. For our drivers out in New Albany, 161 eastbound just past 62. We do have some lane closures in place as crews work to clear up a crash. And then also on 161, but in the westbound lanes, we have the left shoulder blocked off right around 310. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
We're hiring commercial dock and door technicians at Capital Door Solutions in Columbus. Come to our job fair with on-site interviews Tuesday, November 4th, 2 to 6 p.m. No experience necessary. We will train motivated applicants to repair and install commercial doors. Hiring bonus up to $2,500. Health, dental, vision, and 401k. Capital Door Solutions. Apply in person Tuesday, November 4th, 2 to 6 p.m. Capital Door Solutions, 777 Dearborn Park Lane in Columbus.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? At Giant Eagle, we're helping bring the holiday magic home. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Because you make the holidays feel like the holidays. Because nothing beats free. From October 16th to November 6th, spend $350 and earn a free turkey on your next visit. Redeem through November 30th. Giant Eagle. Because it matters. Must scan My Perks loyalty card to earn and redeem. Restrictions apply. Visit gianteagle.com for details.
Drive into fall with a fresh start from CME Federal Credit Union. Let CME try and beat your current auto loan rate by 1.5% APR and enjoy no payments for 60 days. Take your current ride into the season stress-free. Terms apply. APR as low as 4.99%. Visit CMEFCU.org.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy, but you can't because of bad feet? Hi, this is Mike, and the Good Feet store wants to help.
I just had difficulty walking. I tried them on in the store, and my foot felt so much better.
Do you keep buying new shoes and inserts with little or no relief?
I tried all kinds of shoes. It was the arch supports that made the difference from the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet, knees, or back problems get in the way of staying healthy and having fun.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I bowl in 3 nights a week.
Get back to doing what you love. At the Good Feet store, we'll personally fit you with high-quality arch supports to maximize your comfort. Stop in the Good Feet store or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Tough, reliable, and ready to work. You were born that way. Kubota is built that way. Our entire ag lineup, featuring versatile tractors and hay tools, powerful skid steer loaders, and the rugged Sidekick utility vehicle, is designed with the engine of a Kubota and the heart of a farmer. Visit KubotaUSA.com to find a dealer near you.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh, no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A chilly start with some patchy dense fog, otherwise mostly clear skies and temperatures in the 30s. As we go into the afternoon, we warm up into the upper 50s with sunshine, but breezy winds will make it feel a lot cooler than that. Mostly clear skies tonight with our lows in the 30s again, and then less wind and more sun on Tuesday with highs around 60 degrees. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The best thing about watching football this weekend, talking football on Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
A score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
To look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Monday this year time, we talk to our guy, the voice of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He is Bob McElligott on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Heartbreaking loss last night for the Jackets, Bob. They lose late, giving up 2 goals in the final minute and a half. They go down 3-2 on Long Island. In that game, I mean, just from a mentality standpoint, that's one that, I mean, they played pretty well throughout the game, but just couldn't close it out.
No, you're right. Actually, they played terrible the first period and got out of that only being down 1-0 with Elvis Merzlikins being terrific in the game. And, they fight. They take a lead in the third period. And T-Bone, it just had that feel to it that it wasn't over at that point. There was a lot of time that was left, and you had to close it out. And then once the Islanders did tie it, I think I just said, these guys are going to shoot the lights out now. They're going to throw everything at the net. And it might have gone 10 more seconds. Or they get one that leaks through and they poke it in. So it's a heartbreaking loss. It really is, because it was a game that in the first period you didn't deserve to win the way that you played. And as they got themselves together and they fought and then they took the lead, now it's there for you. And then it slips away and you have to leave there without even getting a point, not even getting to overtime. So that's what made it tough.
Bob, we've had this argument over the past week here at the station about Elvis, about how Elvis, when he gets upset, he breaks his stick, and how people don't like when he does that. But, like, when I see them give up the last goal they gave up, and I see, the defenseman not there to help, like, I can understand his frustration. Do you really see it as, like, Elvis shouldn't be that mad or that upset with his teammates?
There are times I don't, I don't know. I don't think it's the big deal that people make it out to be sometimes, and other times I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I mean, I think you have to understand the emotion of yesterday's game, and the tying goal is the one that was really frustrating because that one goes off Zach Werenski's stick. I mean, the shot comes from the blue line, and Zach is defending, and he's right there, and it actually goes up his stick, and that's what puts it behind Elvis. And then, the other one slips through him. He's mad at himself on that one. I mean, it gets through him, and that's why it's lying on the line, and that's why they have a chance to get to it. So I don't know. There's a fine balance between it looking like you're being selfish and, that you're mad at other people. But I think in that situation like yesterday, that's one of those games where if I had something to bust, I would have busted at Tyvis. I was, I would have destroyed something in the booth because it was a high emotional game, and it was right there, and then it was gone. The situations are all different. But I think getting upset in a game like yesterday, that to me is justified because there was so much emotion poured into it, and then it gets ripped out of your hands right at the end.
Well, and Bob, to that point, like I think there are a decent number of people like me who didn't grow up. I grew up watching the Jackets. This is going to sound bad. I was going to say I grew up watching the Jackets, but I didn't grow up watching hockey. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like I didn't grow but I mean like I watched hockey because of the Jackets. They got me into the sport, but I primarily have watched it through that lens. I didn't grow up in an ice rink. I didn't play the game. I don't have kids that played the game. So when a goalie does something like that, because I know Elvis in the past, when he's done that, that has been viewed as a very bad thing. And I'm a little bit more like Tyvis, where I get being frustrated. I don't mind that emotion, but I know that's something that they've talked to him about, right? About trying to keep those emotions under wraps. Why is it so important for a goalie to have that level of, at the end of a game like that, where it clearly, this game was given away in the last minute and a half? Why has that been frowned on in the past by this organization?
Well, it's not just by this one. I mean, it's the position, right? I mean, it is. You can argue it's the most important position on the ice, but yet they want you to be stoic. They want you to do the old lead by example thing. You're supposed to be calm even in the most chaotic situations, and that's supposed to project in the calmness on the rest of the team, and that's what's going to be said, and that is. It's true to an extent. I mean, to me, there are times when you're justified. Now, if you can't blame your teammates, okay? Like if you're yelling at your teammates after a goal, that's a bad look, and to me, that's unacceptable. If you're smashing your stick because of something that your teammate did or didn't do, that's unacceptable to me. But there are other points that like yesterday, smash it. To me, I don't care. Of course you're pissed off.
It leaked through his pads. It was very right. He probably is pissed off at himself as much as anything else.
He was 100%. He was, and he feels as well as he played, and he was great. He was absolutely great. If it wasn't for him, they're not even in the game.
Right.
But knowing his emotion and thought process, he probably felt like at the end, it's my fault. I let him down. Which, quite frankly, to me is not true. They didn't play well for the whole. They played well at parts. They didn't play well in the whole to help him in the game. I don't think that is yesterday is not a I'm selfish and I'm mad at you. It is, gosh dang it, I'm mad at me. I blew this thing.
Bob, what's up with all these? We've played 3 series of back-to-backs. What's up with all that? Why they doing us like this?
The Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
The Olympics are coming in February, and the league will shut down for 3 weeks. So you take your 82-game schedule. You don't want to push your playoffs back because, good Lord, they're already back far enough. For crying out loud, you're playing until mid to end of June.
Right.
They don't want to start in September. So when you do the math of it, you're still playing 82 games. You're playing it over the same time span, but you're going to take 3 weeks off, which means that the schedule is completely compacted on both sides. This trip that's coming up, we're going to go and play in Calgary on Wednesday, have a couple of days off, but then all of a sudden you're going to go Vancouver, Edmonton, Seattle, 3 games in 4 days with travel across time zones. It sucks, but everybody's doing it, and everybody has to do it because it's a unique year because of that 3-week break that's coming up later.
Bob, we wish you the best of luck on that trip because I know it's a heavy one to go out there, like you just said, all that travel. But it starts off Wednesday night in Calgary, 9:30. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on The Fan. Thanks, Bob. We'll talk again next week, all right?
Well, we'll talk from Edmonton next week. I'll be as far north as you can get before going to the North Pole.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They play Edmonton next Monday. Yeah, that's...
Make sure you tell Dylan to call me once, twice, 3 times, just to make sure that.
We will do that. We will get you the early wake-up call. Yeah, you'll be a few hours behind. Thanks for getting up and doing that, Bob.
2 hours behind you guys. Your day will be half over by the time I talk to you.
Oh, man, and you'll just be getting started. All right, we'll talk then, Bob. Thanks again.
All right, guys, thanks.
There you go, Bob McElligott on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. A known cheater, a guy who was found guilty of cheating, actually had a pretty good day yesterday. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. We are still watching crews clear out a crash on 71 southbound, right at the Gemini Place exit. We've got that exit ramp blocked off as crews clear that out. On 161, 2 crashes this morning, one near New Albany in the eastbound lanes just past US 62, and then a little bit further out east, 161 heading westbound. We do have the left shoulder blocked off right around 310. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, I have Luke Combs tickets to give away, so we will give those away at, let's say, 8 o'clock today. How about that?
Is there a cold beer calling your name?
Is that one of his songs?
Yes.
Great. Good for him. Is he the long neck,
ice cold beer never broke my heart?
Is that the same song you were talking
Who's
about?
the dude that walked out with Myles Garrett?
Morgan Wallen.
And
Myles Garrett walked out with him.
Yeah.
Act right.
And then Morgan Wallen threw a chair off the top of a hotel in Nashville.
What's wrong with him?
Because he's an idiot.
A lot of things.
Morgan Wallen's an idiot. Yeah. But hey, Luke Combs is not that guy.
No,
Luke
he's
Combs
not.
is coming with Dierks Bentley and Ty Myers to Ohio Stadium Saturday, April 25th. Tickets are on sale now. For more info, you can go to Ticketmaster.com. But we will have 2 tickets to give away 8 o'clock. So stick around for that.
Breaking news.
What's that?
First trade of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Miami traded edge rusher Jalen Phillips to Philadelphia in exchange for a 3rd-round pick.
That's not the breaking news that me and Bengals fans wanted to hear.
Oh,
we want to hear Zach Taylor looking at the Sitco.
That's not
I don't think you're going to get that news, but it should happen. Anytime you score 42 points between your special teams and your offense, and you can't win the game, and it's multiple times in a row where you have scored a huge number of points, was it 38 or more the last 2 games, and they've lost both of them, that's an instant firing in the NFL. You can't do that. That's just terrible defense, and it's a 2-year thing for them. Bengals are atrocious, and they find new ways. They were like the Browns yesterday. Like, I thought the Browns had the market cornered on finding dumb ways to lose, and the Bengals were like, hey, we'd like to throw our hat in the mix. All right, you're in. You guys are in the discussion for some of the dumbest losses I have seen in the NFL this year. Browns obviously always have 2 or 3 of those.
At least it's entertaining.
It is. You're right. At least the ball moves around the field and is actually not just by punting. Like, it's actually the ball is.
See, with Cincinnati, there's hope until the very end. When you're a Browns fan, once that team scores 20, it's done. It's over.
Yeah, because you know your offense can't do anything.
Turn the channel. It's over.
But the fact that you're doing this with a backup quarterback, that's how good this offense is, and yet that's how terrible this defense is.
Any backup quarterback. I mean,
it's Joe Flacco, but how the offense looked for the Browns when he was up there? Like, it showed. I'm saying the offense is good. Like, that offensive line is not great in Cincinnati, but they have great wide receivers, and they can get them in positions enough to win.
Why the reason Joe is still able to play at a high level? Yes, he has a bunch of talent around him, but he sees the game in a way that coaches dream that these quarterbacks can see the game. Like we had this, I told you I had this conversation with Sherm when they was covering him about it was a certain look that Pittsburgh was running, and Zach Taylor was trying to get Jake Brown in to to know what to do when he seen this look, and for whatever reason he could not get it. And Joe Flacco go right out there and says, "Oh, that's the look." Boom, throws it perfectly, dices them up. It came easy to him. Yeah. That's why at 40, 41 years old, whatever he is, that's why he's still able to play, because it's above shoulders. He sees the game the way that a coach wants you to see the game.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing here, and we can talk more Bengals in a second, but can you please stop avoiding the topic of the day, which is
you should be avoiding the topic of the day.
I'm here to tell you how great JJ McCarthy is. The god of quarterbacks has arrived, folks. He's amazing.
Aaron in the chat. Here, it's for you.
Vikings win 27-24 over the Lions behind JJ McCarthy's. Just if you're driving, pull over and get ready for these stats that I'm about to throw some knowledge on you. Listen to the stats that J.J. McCarthy had yesterday. 14 of 25 for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception.
And a touchdown run.
That is, 3
touchdowns.
Can anybody do it better? I think J.J. McCarthy is God's gift to quarterbacking. I stand corrected. He is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. I thought, silly me, that he had no arm and can't throw. But no, apparently yesterday when he was underthrowing everybody, that worked against this dumb Lions defense. So, got the job done. The Vikings won 27-24 over the Detroit Lions.
The Lions, laid an egg like that.
They did. Their defense looked atrocious. I don't know what happened in this game to them, but I watched Alex Anzalone take one of the... Tyvis, you've heard me say I don't like it when people take bad angles at tackling. I saw one of the worst angles ever on that J.J. McCarthy touchdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Worse than the Tyvis Powell angle? Because I got a tweet about it. Alex didn't get anything, so apparently it wasn't that bad.
I probably should tweet at Alex Anzalone now that you say that. I probably should do that. But no, J.J. McCarthy won them the game single-handedly, I was told by the internet yesterday, so fine. He's good.
They was in your mentions?
No. Oh, yeah. People in my mentions. Every time J.J. McCarthy
Wait, did you tweet about this game?
Doesn't throw 4 picks, then people are like, look how great he is.
You tweeted about this game?
I don't remember. I probably did tweet something. I can't remember if I did or not, but it doesn't matter. People hop in the mentions because they know I hate J.J. McCarthy, and I don't believe he's a good... I don't even hate him. It's not that I hate him. I just don't think he's a good quarterback.
You hate him.
You definitely hate him.
I hate Michigan. But him as a person, I have no real feelings for.
You didn't tweet nothing out about the game.
Okay, so then people were just jumping in there because they knew J.J. McCarthy was out. Again, a great day, 143 yards, 14 of 25. Perhaps one of the greatest quarterbacking days we've ever seen, Tyvis. He's incredible.
I mean, Tyvis hopped in the group chat. I was like, JJ's cooking. I'm like, is he?
Oh,
is he? He had 2 touchdowns, and then I had a third one that hit the gritty on it too.
Listen,
hit the gritty. I was like, oh, he got some swag. I like it.
Listen,
There's something there. Something there.
He's cooking the way that I'm cooking with Dinty Moore, where they do all the work and I dump it in a pot and turn it on. That's what Kevin O'Connell is. He gives them the fully prepared meal, and all J.J. McCarthy has to do is heat up a little bit, and it's done.
All I'm saying is, I need to see more. He's earned the right for me to see more.
He did make, and I brought this up in the group chat too, and T-Bone didn't like it. He did make that nice back shoulder throw to ice the game. Okay. That was a nice throw.
And how far down the field was that?
About
guaranteed
8 or 9 yards.
Exactly right. Because if it has to go more than 20 yards, you are going to watch a wide receiver stand there like he's fielding the punt, waiting for it as the DB that he's been. Listen, man,
this is truly the player haters ball over here, boy. Hate.
If there was an offense, let's be fair to me. If there was an offense in football, in the NFL, that has a 1-2 wide receiver combo out there, I mean, the Vikings are in that conversation, are they not? Of having 2 of the best wide receivers in the league, right behind the Bengals?
And Jordan Addison.
Would you say that? Am I wrong? Okay. So, again, Julian Sayin has that in college, and he's going 20 of 23, 316 yards, 4 touchdowns, looking great. J.J. McCarthy is going 14 to 25. I'm just pointing out, if he didn't have 2 great wide receivers, perhaps these numbers are even worse, but let him live. They won the game, and he deserves credit for that.
Hate.
He looked better than, guy with one arm, Carson Wentz, that they left out there so that J.J. McCarthy could fully. I tell you what, here's what they did. They took 5 weeks to learn what the Lions defense will do and came up with a game plan just for that. Let's see what he does next week when they only have a regular week to prepare. He had 5 weeks of Lions prep. Let's see what he does this week before we crown him. That's all.
On that scramble, his ankle looked good to me.
Oh, yeah. Did that look like a guy who just barely could play last week and they were like, we can't risk it? No, he looked fully healthy.
They play Baltimore next week, so it's going to be more of a little challenge.
Okay.
Challenge.
Well, if that, what is the Baltimore defense these days? But yes, theoretically it should be.
They give up a lot of points. So
you know what, though? Speaking of defenses I thought were dead in the water, Steelers showed up yesterday and played a hell of a game on defense. They took on the Colts.
They beat the other team you hate on.
Well, their defense has looked, I thought, underwhelming, given how talented it is and how good that's supposed to be. But yesterday, it lived up to its potential.
Indiana Jones went back to Danny Dimes. That's what happened.
Did anybody here say maybe let's not crown the Colts before they play? They even put the graphic up on the screen yesterday. They said Colts have had the 4th easiest schedule to date in the NFL. Going forward, they have the 5th hardest schedule the rest of the way in. So let's just see with the Colts. But yesterday, they got smoked by the Steelers. I know it says 27-20, but most of that was like garbage time stuff to make it look good. It was a lopsided game.
That loss was so bad that Daniel Jones ain't even in the MVP race no more.
Oh, he should be. After that, he threw 3 picks and had 2 fumbles.
I know it.
He had a few more that should have been picked off. He had a few more that should have been picked off that weren't.
Well, Patty Mahomes played bad last night too. So if you have
Josh Allen is the leader.
I told you guys.
Josh Allen is the leader at plus 175. Drake May is plus 400. Patrick Mahomes plus 425. Matthew Stafford plus 600. Your boy Baker plus 1600.
I feel like people were saying Josh Allen was out of it. And I said all he needed was a good Sunday night performance to be right back in it. I didn't think he was going to be the favorite.
I'd give it to Drake May.
No, I think I would too.
Yeah. Well, you've always been a big fan of Drake, right? That's what I've heard.
Say Drake. Hey, he was sitting there once the Dodgers won. He played not like us again.
There was no way Toronto was beating LA because Drake can't beat Kendrick.
By the way, how bad do you feel? I mean, I know it's a couple days old now, but how bad do you feel for the Blue Jays fans?
They had it won.
God, they were so close. All they need to do is win 1 at home. They go back home with the lead.
I don't have any type of positive feelings for Toronto sports fans, so.
Do you have positive feelings for the Dodgers?
I was fine. I was fine with them.
Yeah,
I root for greatness. Okay.
No, listen.
Let them three-peat.
The Dodgers are doing things the wrong way.
Why you want to do that?
No. Listen, the Dodgers are doing things the wrong way. Okay, because what they're doing is taking their massive payroll, getting good players, and then winning those games.
Technically, this upcoming season could be the last season because I think they're going to lock out after that year.
Right. There's a potential work stoppage coming after the 2026 season.
Because they're trying to put a cap on it.
Right. What the Dodgers should do is like what the Guardians do and the Reds do, which is if you have any semblance of a good team, you should trade all the good players away and then go get minor leaguers to fill your roster so that down the road in the future, your fans can have something to be excited about. But if you ever do have a team that's actually full of guys who can play and are good, definitely don't go out and add any pieces in the offseason to make that team great. That's the way to do it, I'm told. The Guardians front office is so brilliant. That's the way you should do it. Not just go out and get the best players and spend the money to make it happen. Or you could be like my Mets, where you have all the money and you have all the talent, and you go out and get the wrong talent, and then your team craps itself and can't even make the playoffs. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm not mad about any of that at all.
I mean, people just hate on the Dodgers because they, like you said, they're a well-run organization.
They do it the right way.
Like, the Mets spend money too, and they not doing
exactly.
well.
So that's the point. It's
the Dodgers
just having money.
It's though they spend. I'm saying the Dodgers should get credit for spending well. I'm being sarcastic. They spend well and actually go out and do the right thing. When they have a talented roster, they add to it. They have the resources to do so. So good for them. They're not afraid of who they are. And good for the Dodgers for being that. Until they put a rule in that says you're not allowed to do that, then go ahead and keep doing it. I don't blame the Dodgers at all.
To Tyvis's point, they're probably going to fight for a rule of that, and we might not get baseball for a year.
or longer, depending. Our overachiever of the week is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are still watching a closure on 71 southbound. The ramp to Gemini Place is shut down because of a crash. Crews are working to clear up. We're also still watching a crash out near New Albany. 161 eastbound, we've got some lane closures just past 62. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and I'm a big believer in saying thank you when something actually works. So thank you, Awaken 180. And they're actually saying thank you back right here in Ohio with $500 off every new program through Thanksgiving. I started around this time last year, dropped 65 pounds for the holidays and 15 more in free maintenance. Awaken 180 works, and now's the time to do it with $500 off. Thank your new self when you're 30 or 80 pounds lighter with the medication-free solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
It's BOGO week, so use your card for buy one, get one free deals on Kroger brand apple juice, Screamin' Sicilian pizza, and more participating items. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Guys, you know you feel it. Something is off. It's not just signs of aging. It's your energy slipping away. It could be low testosterone, draining all the things that make you you. But it doesn't have to be this way. The solution? Testosterone replacement therapy at Synergenics and Low T Center. They use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone to increase your level that is just right for you. They are one of the only providers that accept most major insurance. They make it affordable and easy for you to start and stay on the treatment. Synergenics and Low T Center have clinics conveniently located around town in Gahanna and Dublin. You can be treated in the clinic or receive at-home treatment. Either way, it all starts with a simple and quick free test at the center. And for a limited time, get a free hormone consultation and free T-test and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed memorabilia or even tickets to a major sporting event. Get back to feeling like you again. Book your appointment now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
The open road feels even better with CME Federal Credit Union. CME wants to beat your current auto loan rate by 1.5% APR and give you a fresh start with no payments for 60 days. Whether it's tailgates, pumpkin patches, or road trips through Ohio's back roads, let CME help you cozy up to savings and make this season one to remember. Terms apply. APR as low as 4.99%. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark. Get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
If you have an unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets, we have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Listen, I like to go online when I have a problem and try to figure it out. Like a couple weeks ago, the weather stripping on our door was like falling off, and so I YouTubed it and I figured out how to fix it, and that felt good because sometimes you can get solutions like that online. But when it comes to fixing you, maybe like the sluggishness, the tired feeling that you have right now, just going and ordering something blindly online, taking some potion that's been advertised on like an Instagram reel, that may not be the best option. What's good to do is to talk to a medical professional about it. And the best way to do that is to talk to Columbus Men's Clinic. That's where I went to go talk to them about what was going on with me. I got the consultation, talked to the medical professional, did the blood work. It's $99. And with all that, you actually get a plan that will help you figure out what is going on with me. Maybe the tiredness, the sluggishness you feel, maybe that's because of low testosterone. Perhaps you know what the problem is. You're dealing with erectile dysfunction and you want to get a fix for that. They will walk you through their process with erectile dysfunction to find a solution that works for you. Not just one size fits all. They take the time to understand you and what you're going through and find a solution that works for your body and your budget. So call them today, 614-300-7400 for Columbus Men's Clinic. Again, that number, 614-300-7400. Or you can go online if you must. That's fine, too. You can schedule your appointment at columbusmensclinic.com. But go talk with their medical professionals today. columbusmensclinic.com.
And now, it's time to highlight someone who's better than us in every single way. Meet our Overachiever of the Week.
All right, we're going to start off with a guy who set an NFL record yesterday, and it's a kicker. Cam Little, who, Tyvis, you brought up in the break. Didn't he do this in the preseason?
I think he hit it from 70 in the preseason.
Incredible. Well, it didn't count for the NFL record because obviously it was in the preseason. But yesterday, Jags end up, they are, playing indoors, natural grass, Allegiant Stadium. He hit a 68-yard field goal. And by the way, I don't think anybody should count that against him that he didn't do it in, I don't know, Buffalo in a snowstorm. Like, it's all right that he did it indoors. 68-yard field goal.
You said Justin Tucker had it, right?
I believe that's correct, and I'm sure no one is more thrilled about that than the NFL. That Justin Tucker's name isn't the one that comes up anymore. He had his...
Whoa, wait, what week we owe? His suspension about to be up, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is. Justin Tucker, though, had a 66-yarder back against the Lions, also indoors, September 26, 2021. But that one hit the crossbar at Ford Field and then went over. This one, Cam Little... I mean, here's the audio of it, but it's history in the making, and you get to hear this from Cam Little hitting a 68-yard attempt.
68 yards away. It's up there. It's out there. And it's good. It's good from 68. Cam Little. Cam's up big.
You've got to be kidding me.
It hit the wall. Like, it didn't just clear the crossbar. It fully, no problems. He could have easily hit that from 70 or beyond. So
10 years ago, did you guys think that a 70-yard field goal was possible?
No.
And now it seems very like it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, but when someone's going to make a 70-yard field goal.
It makes it very hard on the defense because it used to be you can't let them get to like the 35. Like now it's like... You can't even let him get to like the 50.
In his case, it's like you can't let him get to right. Essentially, I mean, if you are kicking the ball from the 50-yard line, that is a 60-yard field goal. So that means you're at what, the 42, right?
Yeah.
He is essentially kicking from the 42.
He kicked it from the 50.
Yeah, no, that's 60 yards. If you kick it, I'm saying the ball was probably on the 50,
yeah,
but then they snapped it back to wherever he stands, like the 42-yard line.
Correct, yeah.
That's how. Just go to any football field if you can, and stand at the 50-yard line, look at the field goal, and say, oh, yeah, it's 8 yards from here is where this dude kicked it from. That is just, that's mind-boggling how good that was.
At first, I was going to pick Kyle Monunga as my overachiever because rookie coming in really had 176 yards. But I think I would be remiss if I didn't give my overachiever a week to one Jonathan James McCarthy for going out there and beating the Detroit Lions.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
After being criticized for saying that he didn't have an injury, he was faking his injury.
Yeah,
he goes out there and he beats a team that people assume could be in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan James McCarthy. Let him live.
Yeah, he went 14 to 25 for barely 140 yards. I agree. That's really just... Anytime you can give that guy an award, you should, Tom Brady. That's great. Definitely no Michigan bias there from another former Michigan quarterback. Go ahead, Dylan. Who's your overachiever of the week?
Guys, the flight has been delayed, but it has finally arrived. Arch Manning is here, baby.
What? Jeez. Oh, jeez.
25 of 33, 328 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has 7 total touchdowns in his last 2 games and over 600 yards passing. And he knows exactly why he's been playing so good.
I think just playing games, experience, having some bad games, and I think offense is starting to click a little bit. We got to continue to press and finish games, but I'm proud of the way we played today. Maybe the concussion helped.
He just needed his brain scrambled a little bit, guys. The concussion helped.
Good. I still vote Diego Pavia over there.
Do you want Diego Pavia's numbers from the same game?
Yeah. It was better, wasn't it?
27 of 38, 365 yards and 3 touchdowns.
No, he had 4 touchdowns because he ran.
He had a rushing. So did Arch.
Oh,
wow.
Look at that.
Look at that, indeed.
Arch did not have no rushing touchdown.
Arch is great.
It might have been the game before.
No, actually, I think Arch is even better than J.J. McCarthy. It's really great that we did two of the three guys in this segment are guys that I'm just so thrilled are doing so well. I love them so much. So we've got Luke Combs tickets. That's right. I got tickets for him coming up, and Julian Sayin for Heisman. They're saying that's a possibility. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Monday. We're watching 2 crashes right now. One on 71 southbound just past Gemini Place. We've got the Gemini Place ramp shut down as you're heading southbound. Also out in New Albany, 161 as you're heading eastbound. We've got a crash just past 62 with some lane closures in place. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
When you need a mini excavator or a not-so-mini excavator, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest-working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help you take a big step toward a mini excavator in one of 17 different sizes, from 2,000 to 18,000-pound machines, with 6 to 24 feet of reach and 5 to 15 feet digging depth. Though in the most rental locations, and it's no wonder the Columbus builders who are building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org to buy your tickets. That's ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Wendy's new Snickerdoodle Cookie Frosty Fusion is the perfect holiday gift. With rich Frosty and chunks of Snickerdoodle cookies, it's the one thing on everyone's list. Not mine, though. I don't need anything. Definitely don't get me a Snickerdoodle Frosty that comes in vanilla or chocolate. How would you even get it to me anyways? I mean, no, I'm totally good. Please get me one. I want one so bad. For the Frosty gift everyone's asking for, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. An app only.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Liveman cleaning products make easy work of even the toughest messes. We carry everything to help you keep your home spotless. Get a $10 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $30 or more. on Libman products, now through November 9th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
It's the giving season at Logan Services. Refer a friend for heating and cooling installation and earn $400 in gift cards. Plus, learn more about our referral rewards program when you visit our website, Logan Services.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Ohio State Buckeyes got the job done against the visiting Penn State Nittany Lions, covering as an 18.5-point favorite with a 38-14 victory. The Buckeyes traveled to West Lafayette this Saturday to take on Purdue. We also had a World Series champion crowned over the weekend as the Los Angeles Dodgers are back-to-back champs after beating the Toronto Blue Jays in 7 games. The Cincinnati Bengals lost another wild game yesterday. The Bengals came back from a 14-point fourth-quarter deficit to the Bears to take a late 1-point lead, but would lose the game 47-42 after a late touchdown pass from Caleb Williams to Colston Loveland. Also yesterday, the Blue Jackets lost in New York to the Islanders, while the Crew kept their season alive by beating FC Cincinnati 4-0. This update was sponsored by Green & Sons, family-owned and operated for over 45 years. Find your next Kubota tractor at Green & Sons, located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville in Raymond.
In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
The moment I walked into Caps, I knew I was in the right place for my NeoGraft treatment. Caps is state-of-the-art, clean, sleek, and built for people who take aesthetics seriously. Their technology is top tier, and the whole experience felt professional from start to finish. As men, we hit the gym, some of us more than others. We care about our style, so why not our hair and skin too? There's nothing vain about wanting to feel good. Caps made it easy, honest, and judgment-free. No pressure, just real people helping me make the best decision for myself. Make the best choice for yourself with Caps by visiting experiencecaps.com.
There you go. By the way, I have Luke Combs tickets to give away. 2 tickets to see Luke Combs with special guests Dierks Bentley and Ty Myers at Ohio Stadium Saturday, April 25th. Tickets are on sale now. You can get them at Ticketmaster.com and get more info on the concert. Here's what we're going to do. 7th caller, 614-821-9710. You have to correctly identify a Luke Combs album. Shouldn't be too hard. By the way, producer Dylan Gonzalez, I believe I'm grooving you a softball here because you should know all the Luke Combs albums, right? You worked at a country music station for years, so
many of years,
right? So if you can name one of those, get it right.
At a country music place,
yeah, on morning show.
Tyvis,
5
you didn't
years.
know that the place he worked before he came here was country music?
No,
morning show.
No.
What do you think he did before this? Just live on Twitter and hate people? Also accurate. But it doesn't pay the bills.
What I wish I would have done before this was just gamble for a living. That's my dream. To just quit this job and just be a professional gambler.
I saw your thing last night, your Instagram post. You was 100% on all the best that you said that you was taking on this show.
That's good.
No, the opposite. I had 5 bets yesterday. I gave out 1 on the show Friday, and that's the one that lost.
Oh, but you're 80%. That's pretty good if you can actually do that.
But I'm disappointed for the people. T-Bone.
I know.
So you lied.
Yeah.
We did terrible.
Well, if you would have if you would have took Oklahoma on the money line, like I said, you'd be richer.
But I did.
I got the USC bet though. Because I said that Nebraska would cover the 6.5, which they technically did, even though Dylan Raiola went out with a broken leg.
But we went.
He's out for the year now.
You guys won your college bets. I pushed on mine, and then we went 0 in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
I told you I cannot win in the NFL.
Well, I faded JJ McCarthy, and how'd that go for me?
So
great.
We went 2-3-1.
Okay,
that's what we did.
Well, you know what? Friday we got a chance to get right. Best bets every Friday morning, 7 a.m.
I did give the lecture about making sure you get Texas -3 and not -3.5. I gave the whole lecture, and then it came to fruition where Diego Pavia decides to throw a garbage touchdown pass that makes me push on my bet instead of winning it.
Well, I told you what to do. Money line. That's why you just do money line.
But Texas was the favorite.
That wouldn't have won you nothing.
Okay.
But I did bet Texas money line on FanDuel because they gave me a boost. But still,
they're going to get you the scared money don't make money.
But the pick I gave on the air lost, and that's what I'm upset about. I don't care how good I did besides that. The picks I gave on the air lost.
So he's a man of the people.
Exactly.
Dylan has to go answer the phone now to get these people to say it's like a Luke Combs fan that's like ready to drive off the road like, pick up the phone! So like Dylan will do that.
They have a fast car.
Good luck. Okay. That wasn't his song though. That's Tracy Chapman's song. But he did a great job with it. I have heard that one.
Yes,
that's pretty good. So Julian Sayin, now your Heisman Trophy favorite, as Ohio State, of course, rolls Penn State. They win 38-14. He went 20 of 23, 316 yards, 4 touchdowns. Another game, Tyvis. You talked about this earlier, where you see a guy throw more touchdowns than incompletions. And we did see that in the past with some Ohio State quarterbacks, right? Justin Fields did that. CJ Stroud has done that.
Yep.
But that is, he's turning in through 8 games. Julian Sayin is turning in monster performances. Completion percentage over 80%. We've never seen anything like that.
I love the fact that I feel like at the beginning of the season, you could tell that they were obviously easing him into the thing. But as of lately, it's kind of been like, take the shots. Like
the second half.
This is what I was watching the game, scratching my head. How is it that Jim Knowles was in this building last season and seeing what Jeremiah Smith and Cardell Tate was doing to people, and to go out to Penn State and say, yeah, we're going to play a man-to-man. Are you insane? That's coaching malpractice. He should be. He might have had something on the money line. This is ridiculous. I was sitting there like, you just gonna keep leaving them in one-on-one situation, and they get bombed. It was bombs away. I was like, wow. So it was nice to see Julian actually. Then he was hitting guys in stride too. So yeah, I see why they call him Jay Cool.
Oh man, it was. And by the way, he stays in the pocket. They had, I think there were 15 quarterback pressures in that game for Penn State's defense. So it wasn't like he's just standing back there with no one in his face just throwing these passes. He's making these throws while he has to move his feet, reset, sometimes on the run. He's making these throws and connecting. Now, granted, he has the best wide receiver core in America in Ohio State. Mm-hmm. The top 2, but when you add in all the guys, Brandon Inniss is getting involved now. Like he had a big pass down the seam, right? Like that was a nice throw. They literally called it out on the broadcast that it was the Tom Brady commercial read, where Tom Brady says,
rip the seam. He said it's easy. Just if you see that safety going away, rip the seam. Why is that so hard?
But it takes the arm talent and the ability to read that and do it, and he has it. So Julian Sayin now has a Heisman campaign started up.
Let me ask you.
So does JJ. Him too. Why did I say JJ?
Look at you. He's hunting you.
JJ.
He's hunting you.
Jeremiah Smith, but JJ is what? Yeah. Because the website is JJ4Heisman.com. But yeah, Jeremiah Smith is who I'm talking about.
JJ McCarthy on your mind.
It's funny though. I don't know if we should read anything into this. I did just try to go to the. I went to both their websites. JJ4Heisman.com pulls up right away. I went to go click on the other one, which is Julian Sayin's, which is WeSayinHeisman.com. And unless the link that I have is bad, it's just not opening right now. So maybe it's down for maintenance, or maybe it's getting bombarded with all the
people.
Maybe people just visiting it. I don't know, but either way, they've got 2 Heisman campaigns going right now at Ohio State.
All right, we are 8-9 games into this season, and who would you say is the third option as a pass catcher for the Buckeyes?
That's a good question.
I know,
because honestly, I don't know that there's a solid answer there. I feel like it's been different guys all the time.
You're gambling, man. If you had to put your money on him, who would you be? Who would you? Let's say that the teams went out and said, we doubling Carnell Tate and we doubling JJ, so you have to go to the third option. Who would you be most comfortable with them going to?
I mean, I'd probably be comfortable with Max Clare.
That's also my answer.
Over Ennis.
Yeah, probably.
Over
I just
Will
feel like
Kasmerick.
Yes, definitely. No offense to Will Kasmerick, but that's not. I mean, he's primarily now he has caught some passes, but primarily when he's in there, he's more of a blocking guy. Like Max Clare is there to catch passes, and he's done a good job of that. Other than early in the season.
An offense attended for me to Brandon Ennis. Yes, Max Clare over Brandon Ennis.
I mean, I'm not as down on Brandon as you are, but I get it. Like
he's been playing better though.
Yeah, and I mean, some of the young guys that have gotten in too are also doing well. Like the nice thing is it doesn't really matter. Like, whoever the third guy is, they will find him. There's a game plan in place if they are truly going to say, we're taking away Carnell Tate, we're taking away Jeremiah Smith. All right, there's at least 3 or 4 other options. Never mind guys coming out of the backfield. Like, all of that's on the table. And that's all I want to see from this offense. And that's what I was talking about last week. I just want to see this offense say, we don't care about trying to establish the run necessarily. We're going to do what's available. And good news against Penn State, Jim Knowles' arrogance or whatever it was that caused him to do that, he decided to go man coverage with some of the best wide receivers in the country.
Coaching malpractice.
But you know what? Thankfully, they didn't say, no, that's too easy. Let's not do it. Ohio State literally said, great, that's what you want to do? Did you see the play Ryan Day had where, I can't remember, I think it might have been when Jeremiah Smith got loose down the sideline going into the open end of the shoe. Anyway, play went for like 30, 40 yards. Didn't result in a touchdown, but it went pretty far down the field. You can see Ryan Day. You can actually hear him on the broadcast where Jeremiah Smith gets like 4 or 5 steps into his route, and Ryan Day is like, he's gone, and like puts up his hand because he's like, he's already won the route, and I know my guy's going to find him. He's not going to have he must have seen the leverage or something on the corner of the safety, whoever was on Jeremiah Smith. But he's basically like, oh yeah, he won that route. This is going to be a big gainer because like they know if you get the right coverage against Jeremiah Smith, he's not going to let you down. And Julian Sayin's going to find him or Carnell Tate.
I actually think it was on the first deep pass in the second half to Carnell Tate.
Oh, was it Carnell?
Yeah, it was Jeremiah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. I thought it was Jeremiah. Either way.
Both of them were loose the whole game, so it could have been either one.
Yeah, it was just.
I just don't understand how you let that happen. I mean, I know I heard the coach after the game saying that, that was one of our keys to the game is don't allow those guys to get behind you on the defense. But like what do you got too much pride or something? like help me.
Could be.
Help me. That's what they said. If I was playing, help me. Help me.
Help me, full stop. Don't say what comes after.
Yes, exactly right. All I know is that this offense, this is what I wanted. That second half is what all of us simpletons wanted. We just want you to throw big passes down the field. If that's what's available, let's just do it. And the Ohio State offense didn't care as much about managing the time of game. Oh, we got to limit the amount of snaps. That's what I mean. Like, let's just run whatever's there. And if that means you have a couple drives where you're only on the field for a handful of plays, that's fine. I'd rather have some quick drives that result in 7 as opposed to like dinking and dunking down the field just to take time off the clock, not put as much mileage on the defense, that kind of thing. I'm fine with just let's take what the offense gives us. And fortunately, that's what happened Saturday in the shoe. So great performance all around by the Buckeyes. But a guy who had a bad day as a Buckeye We will talk about that next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now we are watching a crash still on 71 southbound near the Polaris area. We've got the Gemini Place exit shut down right now as you're heading southbound on 71 as crews work to clear out an issue over there. Also watching crews clear out a problem on 670 eastbound right near the 71 split. Watch for crews pushed off to the left. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Columbus Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery. Visit experiencecaps.com today and use code TYVISCAPS for $1,000 off a NeoGraft treatment.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any Ford tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
At Giant Eagle, we're working hard to bring more ways to save to every aisle. Because every dollar and every moment counts. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better. So you can bring home the best. Because it matters.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the tin man.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Forrest Gump says he and Jenny went together like peas and carrots.
I gotta pay.
Well, the Buckeyes are the #1 team in the country, and the Fan is the #1 sports station in the country. Peas and carrots, baby. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A chilly start with some patchy dense fog, otherwise mostly clear skies and temperatures in the 30s. As we go into the afternoon, we warm up into the upper 50s with sunshine, but breezy winds will make it feel a lot cooler than that. Mostly clear skies tonight with our lows in the 30s again, and then less wind and more sun on Tuesday with highs around 60 degrees. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
What's the point of watching football all weekend if you can't overanalyze it?
Reaction Monday is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. 2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
You know what time of year it is? Football in full swing. We have daylight saving time just happened yesterday, so now it's getting darker earlier, and of course, that chill. It's getting cooler in the mornings. So you're starting to feel it. You're starting to know that cold air could be seeping into your old windows again, or maybe you have those cheap builder-grade windows that just came with the house, and you know they're a problem. You want to get them replaced, but you're not sure where to go. Window Nation has the deal for you. Their end-of-year sale runs through the end of this month. 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. So 50% off and 0% interest for 5 years from Window Nation. They do the job in 1 day or less, which makes it super easy for your schedule. They'll come out, take care of everything. They measure not once, not twice, but 3 times to make sure you get the best fit on your windows, and they will end that job with minimal disruption. To get the job done, clean up everything, you'll never even know they were there, other than the fact you have great new windows from Window Nation, and you got a great deal on them. But you got to schedule your quote right now. So go to windownation.com to do that today. You can schedule your fast free estimate now. Just go to windownation.com, and don't forget, when you go there, make sure you ask about how to get Ohio State tickets, because they are also a proud partner of The Ohio State University. Window Nation, Ohio State tickets, and 50% off your windows. What could be better? windownation.com to get scheduled today.
The chat is jumping right now because everybody wants to know what is our thoughts on Caleb Downs targeting. My thought is that was 100% targeting, and that is the definition of targeting. I don't know how he was able to stay in this game. He knew it was targeted. That's why when you see his reaction when they said it wasn't targeted, he threw his head up and just thanked the high above. Thank you. He even tweeted hallelujah after the game because he knew that was targeted.
Look, I'm not at all trying to say like it was a dirty play. You're making a football play. It's a very quick thing that happens. I'm sure they're looking back on the film. He probably, as soon as he made that hit, he goes, that's...
Anytime you got to jump up in the air like that, it's not going to be good.
Right. So he made the play he did. He clearly had to probably live with the repercussions of that. I thought for sure, now it doesn't matter because they're playing Purdue next weekend, so...
It wouldn't have mattered.
Not having him for the first half of Purdue, I don't think is the greatest loss you could ever have at a football game, because I think Ohio State will be just fine as much as he's a big part of it. But then when it came back that, nope, no targeting, staying in this game, not missing the first half of next week, I thought, all right, we'll take that one. It's not really payback for some of the other bad targeting calls that have happened to the Buckeyes over the years, but sometimes it just goes your way, and you just have to take it.
Well, clearly he living his life right. He living right.
I guess so. I guess so.
No, in our group chat, all I texted was, uh-oh, when that happened.
Yeah.
And Bone responded, yeah, what was Caleb thinking? I said, he's getting the first half against Purdue off. And then I said, wow, never mind. I don't understand the rule. And then T-Bone said, yeah, no one understands the rule.
No, honestly, I think we all understand it just fine. Like we all looked at it and said, that's
targeting.
And I don't even care about, because I know they redefined like what the crown of the helmet is, because they were throwing guys out left and right for saying
everything that they point out about targeting, he did in this.
Yes, left his feet, led with the
defenseless receiver,
right,
made contact with the crown of his helmet into his helmet like that. What more you want?
That one, it feels like they would have that on a video to show two referees like, this is the play. Whether or not I don't know. If they want to say there was some little bylaw definition that it didn't check the box of.
You laid him out, I tell you that.
That's the play they want to get rid of. in football. Whether we think that's right or wrong, that's the play they have campaigned to get rid of. So.
You know it's bad when both feet come off the ground from the receiver. Oh, yeah, he got him both of them in the air.
Yeah, I mean, that's now, don't get me, again, that's a football play that years ago would be on every highlight reel as like Caleb Downs. This is why you got to take him in the first round. He's great, and he is great.
He'd had that nice gold little envelope sitting in his locker. Nice find if he was in the league.
Yeah,
a nice little find right there.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm still haunted by a Sean Wade targeting call that was not a targeting call. So when I see this, I'm like, I don't understand what's targeting and what's not targeting.
I think we have to change the way we talk about that, because we all do understand targeting. The referees are just sometimes bad. I mean, that's what it is. Like, sometimes the referees get it wrong. That was targeting.
I slid him a little 20 before the game. Slid him a little dub, a little gas money.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, we'll get to the bad day for here's the bad day for an OSU player. Former OSU player, CJ Stroud. He had a concussion. He got slammed to the turf in the Texans game yesterday.
He needs to learn how to slide. That was the problem there. He was kind of like pitter-pattering, trying to like sit down on the turf instead of sliding, and then he got his clock cleaned. I mean, that's all that happened. I'm not even mad at the defender. It wasn't dirty.
No, but it drew a complaint. Like, I mean, definitely the Texans felt like it was a little bit dirty, but I'm with you that I feel like if you slide correctly there, you probably, at least you get a call over that. But the bigger problem for him is now his head slams in the turf. He's in the concussion protocol. Also, the Texans lost that game to the Broncos. They win 18-15. Ugly win, but it doesn't matter in the NFL. You get the job done, you get the win. That's what counts. So, yeah, Broncos got the job done there, but bad day for C.J. Stroud. Back to the Buckeyes, what I was going to bring up. Did you see the conspiracy theory that's been floating around with the OSU staff and one current Penn State player?
The red coat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So... is it Chaz Coleman, right? Who's the stud player for them, who's like a freshman. He's from Ohio. He played, I thought, pretty well in this game. He was the one I want to say is the one who tipped the pass when Jeremiah Smith caught the touchdown that was tipped. Remember, he made that huge adjustment and caught it right there on the goal line, got him to the end zone. I believe he was the guy who tipped it. So, like, he's even making plays for Penn State in this game. But ever since James Franklin left, every Buckeye fan that I've seen anyway, who's been talking about trying to flip guys from Penn State, he is the number one guy that I think Ohio State would love to flip, right? Mm-hmm. So after the game, he's walking off the field, and there's video. I believe it was Adam King that had the video. And it's him talking to a red coat. And the red coat is, saying something to him. They're like high-fiving each other. They're kind of having a moment. And then he walks back to the Penn State locker room, and that's the end of that. Well, the Penn State conspiracy theorists instantly said, oh, no. Ohio State's got a staffer talking to him. They're trying to flip him right there on the field.
Tampering,
yeah.
A red coat.
Sure.
First of all, he still got 30. Has it been 30 days since James Franklin got fired?
Yeah, right. Technically,
he's still in the window.
Well, he hasn't entered a portal.
Right.
Right, so that's the difference. But yeah,
theoretically. Wouldn't it be ironic if it said Chaz Coleman enters window? Into the portal.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been 30 days.
And then 2 days later, he committed to the Buckeyes.
Oh, my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
Now he'd be saying, okay, that red coat said something to him for sure.
Well, King tweeted about this and said, no, the conversation was more or less the guy, the worker there for Ohio State. Apparently, he had played with someone from Chaz Coleman's family. They had played on a team together. He was just saying, hey, I knew your dad or your uncle or whoever it was, and they were having that kind of conversation. Nice moment, nothing bad there. But I saw a bunch of Buckeye reporters who were like, oh, how dare anyone insinuate that Ohio State would even think of doing that? Ohio State would never do that. And my response to that is, I hope they are. I don't know if they are or not, but I want them to be. I mean, have you met college football? That's allowed. I don't care. There's no rules. There's no norms. What are we doing? If Ryan Day was sitting there with a bag of money going, Chaz, you like this? There's more where this came from. I don't care. Make a rule that's illegal. And if it is, then great. Break it anyway, because Michigan showed you can break all the rules and not get punished.
Why do you want them to cheat so bad?
It's not cheating. It's the open, wild west that we have here.
Tampering. That's cheating.
It's the wild west that we have. And if you don't think people are you don't think that there's some position coaches from every school that has a chance at him who've called anybody in his family and been like, hey, just wanted to say, I saw Chaz playing really well. Just want to let you know I'm thinking about him. He's a great kid. We love them here. Just letting you know. Like, not saying come here and play. They're just sending text messages to remind the family that they have good vibes over at that school for your kid. That's all happening. If you think it's not, then you're naive. So I'm just telling you, Chaz Coleman, come on down, buddy. I wish I would have paid that red coat to slide him a check.
We could wait till the end of the year, and when he officially enters the portal, we could court him there.
Listen, recruiting never stops. It doesn't stop on your own team. It doesn't stop on the other teams.
You think about the D-line after this year. There's a lot of guys on that D-line that's leaving after this season.
I would agree with that statement 100%.
It's something to look at.
Yes, it is. Let's get him there.
Wait, he got to at least see who getting the job over there.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he.
Actually, you know what? He may have already seen him. He might have seen that guy on the other sideline.
When Caleb Downs left Alabama, was that before or after Caleb DeBoer was announced? Do you remember?
I think they left before. I don't think
they didn't even wait.
They didn't even wait. I'm out.
Yeah, I think that's right. I believe that's. By the way, Nick Saban over the weekend saying that he had Julian Sayin on the scout team all year.
Yeah, he's out to lunch.
I was like, how did... I mean, I misremembered that, but I didn't coach him. I thought he was there for a year. He was there for like 2 months.
Why are people so upset about that, though? They're like, oh, Saban, you're a liar. He was only there for 2 weeks. Who cares?
I know. It's just...
What's it?
Nick Saban forgot his own lore.
He chasing clout, and he ain't even got to do that.
Yeah.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's exactly right. By the way, Joshua Perry, our guy, former Buckeye, NBC sports analyst. We're going to talk some college football with him in the breakdown coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now, we are still watching a crash on 71 southbound right near the Gemini Place exit. We've got that exit blocked off as you're coming in southbound on 71 from a crash earlier this morning. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Chronic pain can make life feel impossible, but at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough that's giving people real hope. Stem wave therapy.
It has fundamentally changed the way I look at cases after 30 years in practice. So when we talk about regenerative medicine, we're talking about these types of devices.
That's Dr. Tony DeCesaro, one of the nation's authorities on stem wave therapy.
Been around for about 30 years. In Europe, now it's really taken a real foothold. People are tired of just using pills that really cover everything up and they don't really heal.
This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response.
It's about giving hope, right? That there are options.
QC Kinetics. Harness the power of stem wave and get relief now. Your first treatment is only $49. Call for your consultation here in Columbus, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And nobody has more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota. Now through November 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4. Or 5.75 on RAV4 Hybrid, excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Buckeyes, the Big Ten, and the rest of college football. We tackle it all in the breakdown with Joshua Perry.
Every Monday, 8:30, we talk to Joshua Perry, NBC sports analyst, former Buckeye on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Joshua, the number one question I have for you, yogurt-covered raisins. Really?
No circus peanuts.
Top 3 candy I saw made the list now. That's a big change.
I had to sub it out. I had to do some real soul searching, some thinking about my candy taste. I had a lot of people who were anti-circus peanuts, and that's perfectly fine. So it felt like a proper time to make a swap. And no better swap than nature's candy with a little razzle-dazzle to it. You get the raisins, you get them covered in yogurt, and all of a sudden you're cooking with grease.
Josh, I was just when I was going to go try some circus peanuts, you switch it out on me. That's crazy. But
I Actually, Tyvis, I do have some sitting in the front of my house right now. They got delivered a little bit late, and I couldn't take them to Connecticut with me. But if you would like them, I will drop them off at your house today.
I just want to try it. I just want to try the circus peanuts. So can you stop by and I get a handful and then give you the bag back?
No, you're going to keep the bag. You need to share it with your family. No. Introduce your daughters to it.
I don't think they want it.
Let Lauren have one. Right? Y'all have to enjoy them.
The good thing is, Tyvis, if the family doesn't like them, you can go out on the sidewalk with the kids and do sidewalk chalk with them. They work. They have multiple functions, so it's a really useful candy.
All right, Josh. Let's get down to some real business. Were you shocked at the way that Jim Knowles decided to play the Buckeyes?
Yes, and I feel like anybody who's played them like that has had to pay for it. Minnesota's a team that likes to play man-to-man, some matchup zones. Like Ohio State made them pay over the top. Jim Knowles, and we knew it. We knew it because he did it when he was here. He's a guy who's going to run his defense, regardless of what the opposing offense is going to do. In Ryan Day, and Julian Sayin, and Carnell Tate, and Jeremiah Smith, and all the guys up and down the list will make you pay. One of the biggest issues for Penn State, and I feel like Ohio State fans will be like, sounds familiar, for a couple years under Jim Knowles is they don't get a lot of pressure. Penn State's defensive line has been abysmal this year when it comes to generating sacks. And so when you go up against Ohio State with the talent that they have and you want to put yourself in situations where you're playing some single coverage, this is what happens to you. But the idea for me with this Buckeyes team, and I love it, they make you pay if you give them the one-on-one opportunities. But if not, you have a guy in Julian Sayin who is very efficient, who is extremely accurate, who navigates the pocket very well, and he's going to dump it off underneath. He's going to hit you in the intermediate if the deep ball is not there. But when the deep ball is there, I don't even know what to say. I feel bad for guys after a certain point, and then part of me wishes I was Jeremiah Smith to another point.
Well, Julian Sayin definitely has. I mean, the numbers are incredible. He's got an 80% completion percentage. It's hard to quantify what he's doing. Is there a chance that he wins the Heisman, and is perhaps his biggest competition the guy that he's throwing a lot of these passes to in Jeremiah Smith?
So the Heisman thing's really starting to heat up. I'm not a Heisman voter. I work with a few people who are Heisman voters, and they're really like, oh, man, this Julian Sayin guy. And part of the issue is that I think everybody assumed that he was good, but the Texas game was kind of the early moment for him to go out there and make a statement, and it wasn't that. And then the Ohio State games haven't been very dramatic, right? There hasn't been anything to really talk about, so he's flown under the radar. But I think after this weekend, people are like, he is as advertised. I think his completion percentage leads college football by 7%, something insane like that. And as we've started to see teams play them in some more single coverage looks, like you see the deep ball, which was a question at the beginning of the year. I think Jeremiah is in the mix. Honestly, Carnell has been ridiculous this year, so I don't even know what you do with both of those guys. I think the thing that I would look for is a Julian Sayin Heisman, a Jeremiah Smith Biletnikoff, which I do think is a real possibility. And the way it's looking right now, because people found out that Diego Pavia is a loudmouth little fraud, and that some of these other guys maybe aren't as advertised, it's going to be Julian Sayin, Fernando Mendoza, and Ty Simpson. And we might get a battle for the Heisman in Indianapolis between Mendoza and Sayin.
I don't want your OSU biases to jump in the way of this question, so take that out. The college football rankings come out tomorrow. And I was listening to Joey Galloway, and he said that he doesn't think Ohio State should be first or will be first because of the strength of schedule. Should that matter in these rankings?
I think yes. I think if the committee is there to weigh the metrics and the resumes, I think that has to pop into the conversation. By the way, and I know the AP and the CFP are different, but they're going to mirror each other in certain ways. don't look now, but you got Texas, who is much better in a lot of people's minds. And don't look now, but like Washington is much better in a lot of people's minds. So it's not that Ohio State's resume is maybe as bad as we thought it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like some of these teams, the further we get away from these games, they start to look a little bit better. A&M is going to have the resume. The one that's the question for me, I think you could make the argument that the number one team in the SEC when these rankings will come out is going to be Alabama, because they had that terrible loss early in the year, but there are going to be some people who excuse that away by the stretch that they had where they went, 4 consecutive weeks of playing top 25 teams from the SEC and winning all of those games. So I think that'll be an intriguing thing to watch is, is Ohio State actually the number one team in the eyes of the committee? How do you weigh an undefeated A&M versus a one-loss Bama, where Bama has the tougher resume up to this point and has looked impressive through the meat of their schedule? And then where do you put a team like Notre Dame, who's kind of been that question all year long? USC winning against Nebraska certainly helps them. Lost to Miami, like Miami's kind of fallen off. The A&M loss, but like they have no good wins except for the USC game. So storylines to follow for everybody tomorrow.
Joshua Perry joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. I know tomorrow, obviously, like you said, the rankings come out from the College Football Playoff Committee and all of that. A lot of that's going to be probably some television drama, right? We're trying to just start some arguments. We're going to have some fun with that over the next few weeks, but ultimately the one that matters is at the end. This is the statement I've made earlier this morning. I'm curious how you feel about this, because I've watched a decent amount of SEC football. I've watched a decent amount of the Big Ten. I feel like the teams in the college football playoff that would be there from the SEC, none of them scare me as a Buckeye fan. Like, I think the most scary game on the schedule is still going to be that Michigan game for reasons. And then, of course, if they play Indiana in the Big Ten championship game, I don't see a team in the SEC that could hang with the Buckeyes for 4 quarters. Do you think I'm just being a biased Buckeye fan, or do you think that's fair?
No, I sent this text to Jake Butt, the great Columbus product who went up to Michigan, but does a phenomenal job on Big Ten Network. And I said if Iowa was in the SEC, they'd have the same record as they do right now, and they'd be like the 15th ranked team in the country. And I fully believe that. Like, it's a weird thing that's happened with the SEC, and we're starting to see it. Like, Tennessee got beat by Oklahoma. Tennessee does not have a good win. They don't have a good win all year long. And you can make an argument that, like, Oklahoma was living off of some of the preseason hype still, and, like, the way that they worked themselves into the number 6 team in the country, I think, at their peak. Like, just look through the Oklahomas, the Tennessees. Vanderbilt really doesn't have a great win. It's probably Missouri, and Missouri doesn't have a great win. Just look at those teams, and you tell me what the resumes actually are. But ESPN is on all week long, and they promote all their games, and they market all their teams, unlike what Fox and CBS and NBC can do for the Big Ten. So I feel like they're getting really hyped. Here's a take for you. The run from the SEC is finished. They don't have that top-tier team. No, they don't. Like, Alabama's there for sure, but, like, I don't think it's the SEC of the past. I think the middle of that conference is getting overhyped. And by the way, start looking at the mock drafts and start looking at the big boards, right? Because the one thing that people have told us forever about the SEC is that they have more talent than anybody else. And you start looking at what the NFL people are telling you. There might only be one top 10 pick coming out of the SEC in the draft as of right now, and that would be Ty Simpson, right? Like, the talent has shifted to where you can't just be like, oh, they're the most talented conference, that's why we like them. Like, certainly they've got some dudes down there, but they haven't won a championship in a couple years now. And, oh, by the way, they don't have every dude down there. So to answer your question, I ain't scared either.
Yes. I feel like we couldn't have a stronger statement on that, and I know it's going to change over time, but, like, up to this point in the season, we can just say what we've seen. And that's, to me, what is out there right now is that there's not a team in the SEC that should scare an Ohio State fan as of now.
No.
Maybe over the next month that changes, but good stuff as always, Joshua. We appreciate it. We'll do it again.
Can I say something real quick to you guys? I'm disappointed in the both of you because, you have children that are older than mine, and nobody told me that when you have a toddler, you don't actually get the hour back.
Oh, no,
because
I should have warned you. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't give a damn. The clock went back. He's like, what clock? Come get me. Daddy.
No. The trick is when you have kids that young, when the time change happens, is you keep them up even later so that then their schedule just adjusts. You adjust, and hopefully you feel like you slept a little bit, but in reality, no.
You think that's bad?
It's tough.
Keeping them up later is a dangerous game, my guy.
If you think that's bad, if you had a bedtime set, they ain't hearing it. I'm gonna tell you that now. Milani was not hearing it. Her bedtime was at 8 o'clock. When them clocks change, we like, all right, it's time. She like, no, it's not. I'm right. No, it's not. I'm not tired.
Oh yeah. No, you got it.
This is easy in the sense that all I got to do is put a plate of mac and cheese in front of him, and he's got the itis when he's done, so he's ready to go to sleep right after dinner. So that's easy. It's just the getting up part. Like, he does not care. Right
now. No. Whenever the sun's up, that's when they're up, and it doesn't matter if that's whatever time that is now for us has no relevance to them. Joshua, we appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. All right.
All right, take care, guys.
There you go. The breakdown with Joshua Perry every week on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Buzzer when we hit the.
You want to call it back?
What?
Page so bad.
God. The buzzer's next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Monday. Right now we are still watching a crash on 71 southbound. The ramp to Gemini Place is still closed as crews work to clear out a crash from earlier this morning. Everything else looking just fine across the metro. Seeing traffic pick up on 270 near Easton and on 33 on the southeast side. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Guys, can you feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you? It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Treatment is covered by most major insurance with affordable self-pay options. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
It's BOGO week, so use your card for buy one, get one free deals on Kroger brand apple juice, Screamin' Sicilian pizza, and more participating items. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Forever starts with the perfect diamond. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and for over 78 years, our family has helped generations of couples celebrate love with brilliance, quality, and unbeatable prices. At Diamond Cellar, bigger diamonds and better prices are our promise to you. Whether you're popping the question or upgrading your sparkle, trust the experts. Because diamonds, they're our forte. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com.
GLakesHyundai.com.
With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Ryan Day has a radio show, and we air it. What are the odds? Join us Thursday at noon for the cleverly named Ryan Day Show.
Presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Every game, every season, your home for Buckeye football, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, let me tell you what we have coming up on the station today. All right? Bishop and Friends, 9:45. Now, we usually talk to this guy on Fridays. But he's making a special guest appearance with Bishop and Friends. He is Jeff Swoboda, Jackets Insider. And finally, after 19 years, we brought this up on Friday on the show. Could we get a Gronk and Swoboda side-by-side photo in the shoe? Well, it happened. And not only did they get a photo, they did an interview on Fox, on Big Noon Kickoff, all the above. So Jeff Swoboda will join Bishop and Friends to talk about that at 9:45.
Clearly, the people at Fox listen to the show. So.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Also, Rothman and Ice, if you would like to call in and do like the sports radio thing, the floor is yours. 1 p.m., they're doing a call-in segment today. They will also have Jim Lachey on at 12:30 to talk Buckeyes.
Can I call in?
Yes.
Okay.
But you do call in to that show.
A permanent spot.
You have your own call-in segment.
This is like I can talk about anything when I call in.
You could talk about anything when you get on with them on your regular spot.
No, it's more
about.
like featured for the Browns.
No, but you could just say, oh, yeah, the Browns suck. Anyway, let me ask you this. And then just, Browns bad, done. And then move on. That could happen.
When are you on with them, by the way, Tyvis?
Tomorrow at 1:30.
There you go. Tuesdays at 1:30. And coming up, Common Man and Timmy are 3 to 5:30 today because warm-up show with Brandon Beam is at 5:30. OSU Hoops, first game of the season, official regular season game. IU Indy, which used to be IUPUI, but they changed their name because they didn't like to say ooey pooey as we do. But anyway, formerly ooey pooey is who the Buckeyes are playing at 6:30. We will have all the action for you right here on the Fan. Ryan Baker is in.
Did you just tell me that you don't need me to come find you because you know where you're supposed to be at what time you're supposed to be there?
Yes. He's here on time. But
he's not.
I am about to office space some printers in this building this morning. So, it's really, I think it's making me even more upset because I had such a great sports weekend. Mm-hmm. And then I come in here to this mess of printers this morning. And I just want to go crazy and make Dylan hit the dump button 83 times right now. I'm so upset.
I heard you were out there trying to fix it because when I printed and had no problems, and then
all your stuff's out there now. Whatever's out there.
Oh, there's a million
apparently stuff out there now.
No, I have stuff. So I had stuff that I printed on one of the printers, and it came out fine. And then 2 minutes later, Dylan was like, "Oh yeah, the printer's not working." So maybe I broke it. Maybe my print job.
That's my guess.
Went through and just killed it. So I'm sorry if that was on me.
Who broke the other one then? Because there's two that are not working right now properly.
God,
I've printed the first show of our show sheet 23 times and can't get the rest of it to print. I don't know what's going on.
It's terrible.
You should print before you leave the house. Print at your house.
We come here to work on the show sheet, Tyvis.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Our show sheet is typically done the night before.
Yeah, but it doesn't get printed.
It's close.
You can.
It's tweaked when it gets tweaked in the mornings a little bit. But yeah, here's the thing. I know what you mean by having a great sports weekend because I don't know if you felt this way. Not having to watch the Browns made it a great sports weekend for me.
Oh, that was
avoiding them.
I was bored.
That was the cherry on top.
I was
not
bored.
having to worry about. I actually got to watch good NFL football yesterday.
Crazy.
It was insane.
You watched Cincinnati play.
Well, I said good NFL football. I wasn't watching Cincinnati. They just happened to be the last game. How bad does that suck for them that
terrible.
every other game in the early window ended? So everybody got put on their game to see that debacle.
Oh, terrible. I'm sure you guys have plenty to
Zach
talk
Taylor's got 3 more years, though, I'm sure, down there. He'll be fine. He ain't going anywhere.
He should have been fired when
Who's
that,
first?
when he did that
Him or
review.
Kevin? Who goes first?
Neither of them. They've obviously got all the job security in the world.
It's terrible. Well, I told people you guys are having Sabota on at 9:45. Austin Ward coming on at 9:20, and then I see you've got Chris Vanini from the Athletic as well, right?
Yeah, a bunch of fun stuff. I was with Svoboda, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Saturday night at the Jackets game.
Yeah.
It was insane the amount of ribbing he was getting
I'm sure.
night long
I'm
in
sure.
Nationwide Arena. That poor dude was just taking it.
I thought it was great, though. I loved seeing it on TV. I loved the fact that they actually did the interview, and, of course, Gronk was like, so you're the guy, huh? And then he's just trying to do the interview as Gronk only can do, but it was great.
Gronk
I thought
was probably just as hungover as he was for the first picture back
exactly
19 years ago. So.
Exactly right. There you go. 3 hours. Bishop and Friends coming up next.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
Told you Buckeyes tonight tipping off 6:30, beginning of the season against IU Indy. Well, there's college basketball all day today. Actually, right now, Queens University is trailing Winthrop 40-35. That is at halftime right now. It's the Field of 68 opening day marathon. They've got that game going on. At 11, it's Bradley versus St. Bonaventure. Arlington Baptist and East Texas A&M going head-to-head.
How are they doing this? Do they not have class? Isn't this aren't you a student?
We ain't
before
here to
athlete?
play school.
I don't know. I don't know if you're aware of this. Sometimes they let the athletes get out of classwork just to go do the sports things.
Okay.
I think that's just how that
Boom,
works.
do you know
I had
how I
no
knew
idea.
all of that?
How'd you know that?
Because Jacob Reimer is insufferable on Twitter right now.
I just counted. He's already
mute him because it is insufferable.
He has already tweeted about college basketball 6 times today.
Gosh. Well,
and counting.
I'm surprised it's not 600 already, honestly, because that's, if you want a running clock of what's going on, Reimer's got you covered on Twitter. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Monday. Right now, no major crashes across your central Ohio roadways. Busy traffic on 71 near Polaris and on 33 on the southeast side. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey there.